Welcome back to the FanSpeak Network and another episode of Best Ball Jeopardy. This is another round of quarterfinals. We are in the quarterfinals and we have Nez versus Neil. It is technically the rematch because Nez has officially teamed up with Peter Overzet, who did beat Neil in the first round. And now Nez is playing Neil in the quarterfinals. Nez, how are you feeling? I wish we could have gotten you in the original grouping, so this worked out. Team Pete and Nez, how are you feeling about defending Pete's name and going against Neil here?
Yeah, some pretty big shoes to fill, but I think I can take Neil. You know, Neil is famously the oldest person to stream 150 Best Ball Mania, so I think I've got the age advantage. So we'll see if I'm going to eat my words for thinking that way.
I love it. I love it. And yes, we appreciate you being here. We always love, we've done some drafts with you before and now getting you in Best Ball Jeopardy. This is amazing. So I cannot wait to see this battle. Neil, you lost to Pete, but then you beat Steve in a epic battle. You now are going up kind of in the rematch. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I'm disappointed that Timid Pete didn't want to go for round 2. He saw my second performance and he was like, okay, Neil is just moving up in the right direction.
I
don't want any
exactly
part of that.
What
I'm gonna back out.
He didn't want that smoke at all. No.
He didn't want the smoke. So yeah, I'm happy to face off with Nez. They are part of a team, so I still feel like if I do win today, I'm still beating Pete. I'll still take credit for it. But yeah, happy to be here with you guys.
Exactly. And I have to apologize for us running late. Both Bruni and I are having some tech issues today. So actually I will be the host tonight. That is ginormous shoes to fill because Bruni does an epic job. He still did all the questions, all the work behind the scenes. So I'm a little nervous that I'm going to mess this up, but he's going to be behind the scenes keeping score this time. I'm going to be the host. So for everybody that was waiting, I apologize for being late, but we are going to start Jeopardy in just 1 minute.
This is Jeopardy! And now, here is the host of Jeopardy!
And this time it is me, not Bruni. So again, I am going to share the board and we are going to do, I believe, pick a number from 1 to 12, and it's Bruni's favorite draft spot. That person will go first. So Nez, as the challenger here, what is the number?
My favorite draft spot right now is 5.
Okay.
Big fan of the 5 hole right now.
Okay, so you're going 5. Neil, what is your number that you're choosing?
I'm going with 6. That's my favorite. I feel like it's the most popular right now. So I'll go with 6.
Okay, we can't see it with the green screen.
It's 6.
It's 6. Okay, so Neil gets it. Neil gets it to, and Bruni, you will be keeping score behind the scenes. So Neil, the board is to you, sir. I'll try to do it as good as Bruni.
All right, let's go with name that stack for 400.
Okay, name that stack for 400. Right, Bruni, are you pressing play? Perfect. Okay, great. Okay, we've got QB 25, RB 27. Wide receiver 84. Team had the 6th fewest rushing touchdowns in 2024.
Okay.
Now, is this wide receiver 1 that's wide receiver 84?
Wait, so Neil is going on this one, right?
Yeah, I'm going on this.
Okay.
They don't tell you. They don't tell us, though.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'm close. Maybe I'm not close. Man, this is tough. This is I think I have the wrong QB 25. It's throwing me off. Who I think is the quarterback 25. Because I thought it was Stafford. but RB27 does not match up with Stafford. Okay.
I got Bruni in the background doing this. So I think that's when I say gentleman's time. I'm learning from Bruni. I'm learning from the master here.
All right. Let's see. So it can't be Stafford because they don't, RB27 wouldn't line up. Can't be Geno. I'm going to go with Cam Ward, Tony Pollard. Sorry, Cameron Ward, Tony Pollard, and Elik Ayamanor.
That is incorrect. Nez to steal.
Cam Ward, Tony Pollard, Tyler Lockett.
That is correct for 400.
We were totally aligned there. I was like, oh, I know it's the Titans, but that wide receiver 84 was what had me hung up.
Could have been.
And of course, Steve in chat nailing it. Mike Rob saying no excuses. We got to play like a champion today. And of course, Neil. Mike Rob's always giving you shade. He's
still mad. He's still mad that I beat Steve.
He's still mad that you beat Steve. Yeah, he's still doing the justice for Steve. Yeah. And also, you guys both have private chat open, right? Just double check.
Okay. I see it in the bottom right. I'm full screen though. I'm fully immersed into Best Ball Jeopardy right now.
Okay, full screen. No, yes, just making sure because the chat jumps in with the answers. So, okay, that is the board is to you, Neil.
No, it's to Nez.
Oh, sorry, the board is to you, Nez. I'm crushing it already.
Okay. Well, I know that the stacks were that's pretty tough.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Bear with us, people. We will get there.
Let's do stats for 200.
Stats for 200. Okay. What tight end led all tight ends in fantasy points per game in 2024?
This feels like a trick question. So obviously, like Bowers and McBride come to mind. In 2024, it was not Laporta. And points per game. I think it's not Hawkinson. Njoku's like a sneaky answer, but I'm gonna say Bowers. I'm just gonna say Bowers.
Bowers is incorrect. Neil to steal.
I really like that Njoku answer. All right, so I'm debating between Njoku, Hawkinson, and Kittle. I'm going to steal the Njoku. I like that one. Let's go, David Njoku.
Njoku is incorrect. It was George Kittle. Okay, back to the board, and that means Bruni, help me out with rules. That means it goes to Neil. Again. No, it stays with Nez. That's right. Okay. Thank you. This is why Bruni crushes the Trebek roll. I'm just keeping score behind the scenes, but I got this, guys. Bear with us.
I'm gonna bounce around here. I'd like to go in the form of a question for 200.
Okay. In the form of a question for 200. Wide receiver 34, Ohio State, 4 seasons. Running back 1 ranks RB 18. Team was 5-12 last season.
Four seasons. RB1 is RB18. Team was 5-12 last season. Team was not good. Okay. This is like RB18. Now, the this is like a player name, correct? So just so I'm aware of like the category, like I am like thinking of a player here.
Yes.
Of a player name. Okay. $34. See, that's what's throwing me off is wide receiver 34 that went to Ohio State. Team was 5-12 last season. What if I'm just like totally stumped? I can just like say.
You could just guess or pass,
Okay.
or yeah.
Let me just like straight up pass. I don't want to give Neil a single idea.
I was going to say that's
yeah.
actually not the a lot of people have answered and given the hint and it kind of put the.
I
ball
learned
in
my
the
lesson
yeah.
when Neil almost got the David and Joku answer. I'm thinking to myself.
This guy learns
here.
quick. Yeah.
All right, Neil.
So I have no idea who played at what college. I'm going to go with who is Tataroa McMillan.
Bruni, double check me. That is incorrect. No, that is incorrect.
Chris Olave.
Oh, dude. I totally forgot Olave was an Ohio State wide receiver. Oh my God.
Okay, Bruni, which one? Sorry, I need a Bruni assistance here. Which I might have the categories wrong on the answers.
What do you mean?
I see name. I do not see that answer. I'm making sure I have the right.
Scroll all the way to the top of the answer sheet.
Yeah, no. Okay, so that category was.
Do you want me and Nez to take off our headphones and
you
guys talk and then like do this when we come back?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if Rudy can help me technically figure that out because Bruni, I don't have in the form of a question on this one.
Pulling it up now.
Okay. Sorry, everybody bear with us. We appreciate it. Bruni and I are troubleshooting this. Nez, have you gotten through all your Husky drafts?
So I do have 3 more Huskies that I'm saving for slows.
Okay.
I do want to I'm a big fan of with the time box contest, like getting into slow drafts, like right before the contest closes. So that way I have like some of the most information edge of the people in the, it's worth like a quarter in EV, but I can't help it. Like, I like to do stuff like that. So I'm close, but I love the Husky. I think the Husky.
I love the Husky tournament. Yeah, yes.
Huge fan of how different the structures are.
Oh, absolutely. I love those great advanced rate contests. Neil, how about you on the Huskies?
I've done, I think, just 2 of them. I don't know that I'm going to max it out. I laid out all of the contests, my budget, and everything I plan to enter for the entire best ball season. And I did $1,000 of miscellaneous, and I went past that number in like 3 days.
With all the new so hard because all these amazing advanced rate contests, that's very easy to happen.
So I have to readjust some other things if I want to play it.
Right. I totally understand that. Yeah, no, I'm the same. It's like you just then get excited and you're like, wait, this is good. And I bet there's going to be a couple of those higher dollar great advance rate or, $50 to $100 contests coming in August during the actual preseason. Because last year, that's when the Chow Chow was released. So Bruni is troubleshooting. Just stay with us, folks. We will be back in just 1 minute. John Allen, I almost said Josh Allen. The 3 of 12 rate has me going. Agreed. That is very, very nice. Awesome. Very, very nice. I'm sure. Did Bruni tell you guys he just went through a move and good old internet during a move. So he let me know.
I missed that.
Nice. And Neil, I assume you are maxing BBM. You're both maxing BBM this year.
Yeah.
I'm not.
A long way to go there, but
really okay. Do you hold a certain percentage back on that, Nez, or do you just?
Yeah, I've been last year. I think I saved 100 for August. This year, I'm saving like 120. So a
Okay,
little
so
bit
you're
more.
mostly backloading it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm being like really, really sweaty with my,
Nez
with my
pushing those
entries.
edges. Yeah.
I am. I'm
like
like, enough. I'm tired of getting my ass beat, man.
Me
It's
too. Me
time
too.
To,
Yeah.
time to turn $1 into more dollars.
Yeah.
I know. I
feel
absolutely
that.
any edge we can find is I totally get that. I actually just am doing BBM for content purposes. My budget, Neil, is mostly just like those type
Yeah.
of contests. So I absolutely love it. How far through, Neil, are you on BBM?
I think similar 30 or 40.
Okay, gotcha. No, that makes sense. Okay, Bruni, are we good to go? Okay, and then do I need to pull up different answers, or you'll just put it to you? Okay, great. Okay, then the board is still with Nez, I believe, because we both missed that one, correct? Okay, then Nez, the board is yours, and hopefully we are smooth sailing from here.
Okay. I would like to do BBM 6 stocks for 600.
Okay, coming right up. Here we are. What two running backs fell the most spots in the last 7 days?
Okay. Got one for certain. Is this Joe Mixon and Quinshon Judkins?
Let me make Bernie did. Oh, wait. Yes, the answer that is correct. Sorry, I now have the answer set. That is correct. 600 to Nez. Keep the board rolling. The board is still to you, Nez.
Love it. Love it. That was fun. I enjoyed that one. Let's do BBM 6 stocks for 400. Let's keep this rolling.
BBM 6 stocks for 400. Biggest wide receiver riser in the last 7 days. Wide receiver 76, ADP 187, up 7.3 spots in the last 7 days. That's spots. Player is 55% drafted in the BBM 6 poll.
Whew. All right. I mean, this is interesting because 194 to 187. That's definitely slipping under my radar. But I do like these wide receivers in this range. Okay. Seven spots. 87.
You can always pass again.
I like
will
that.
Just do it every time.
I like Nez's deep in thought. I love.
Yeah.
I love.
I will
people's
pass.
Strategies. Okay, so you're not going to give any hints then.
I didn't mean it. Okay. All right.
Okay, so Nez has passed. Neil to steal.
I'll go Dante Thornton.
That is correct.
That's why I wanted me to pass so bad. He's like, "Come on, I know this."
I mean,
Neil,
that
the
was,
board is now yours.
Okay. Do I want to risk? I'm sort of prepared for three of them, three of these categories.
Okay.
And I went with one of them right away and got it wrong because I do not know anybody after like pick 200. I'll go name that stack 600.
Okay, name that stack for 600. Okay. QB, and so we do need the entire stack on this one. QB 35, wide receiver 63, wide receiver 98. Team had fourth fewest passing touchdowns in 2024.
Yeah, he's not making this easier on me, is it? Okay. All right. 63. Fourth fewest passing touchdowns. Okay. I think it's. Oh man. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to go with Joe Flacco, Cedric Tillman, and Deontay Johnson.
That is correct. I had no clue, so I was very impressed. So Neil keeps it rolling. The board is yours.
I'll go name that stack for what is still there. 800?
Yes, name that stack for 800. Okay, QB 31, wide receiver 72, wide receiver 79. Team had fourth fewest receiving yards in 2024. Fourth fewest receiving yards in 2024.
All right.
And remember, folks, as he's thinking, if you're watching on Twitter, come over, join us in YouTube, hit that like button. You can, like Steve and others, put the answers in chat. The guys cannot see it. So answer yourself, play along.
I'm going to go with, actually, give me a second. Okay. I'm going to go with Russell Wilson, Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton.
That is correct. Neil on a roll. Board stays with Neil.
I'll do name that stack for 1,000.
And Steve is getting in chat. So game, and we have a score update. Game is tied 1K to 1K. So again, come on over, put your answers, beat Steve in chat. Steve was beat by Neil. Now come over to chat, beat Steve in chat. Okay. This is 4,000, correct? Use it. Yes.
Yep,
okay. Yep. QB 30, wide receiver 55, wide receiver 123. Team had the 9th fewest receptions in 2024.
Okay. Wide receiver 123. Definitely somebody that I'm never taking if I'm on the right team, which I don't know that I am. Ugh. I can't even think of a player. So I don't want to guess because it's just going to give it to Nez strategy. If I have the right.
Well, I was going to say name that stack especially does, because if you get one or two right, then you're definitely handing it over. So you're going to use the same strategy.
So I'm also going to learn my lesson and pass.
Yeah, I do think you set Pete up a couple of times now that I think about it. So
I mean that was Herzig's. That's what Herzig said.
Yes, that's what Herzig said. Okay, Nez to steal.
Wide receiver 123 is really, really throwing me off. But I think so. I'm going to take a shot.
Okay.
Because I think QB 30 is Shuck. So I'm going Shuck 55. It took me a minute because I don't really know these wide receiver rankings like that. But Neil, the way Neil was dotted, I was like, okay, it's time to do some mental math on this. So I think I'm deducing that this is Shuck, Shaheed, and I don't think it's tipped in or Bub means but I have taken this guy on redacted, and I think this is wide receiver 123 is Brandon Cooks.
That is correct. Nez with the steal.
Come on.
With the suspense and everything.
I couldn't even think of a third receiver. I could not think of a third receiver.
I definitely wouldn't have thought of Bub Means. Yeah.
To be fair, each of those guys fell in ranking like one spot past like the last 24 hours. So
invalid.
Yeah.
So that's when Neil couldn't get it.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Technically, Shuck fell to 31 overnight. So you can blame that on Russell Wilson.
Oh.
You know, Russ's moonballs are looking good in camp clips. So,
that's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. Okay. Nez, the board is now yours.
All right. I'm feeling good after that.
Okay. That was a big confidence boost.
I want to give a shot at bi-week math. Let's do
have you watched bi-week math before? Have you seen how crazy and intense
I've simply only heard.
Okay. So it's like a mythical story then. Okay.
Yes. And so I'm excited to tackle it. Let's just start with 400. I think I'm more confident than 200.
Okay. Then we're going to go bi-week math for 400. I'm going to make sure I'm looking at the right number here. Okay. Week 9, number of week 9 teams.
Okay.
Oh, wait, Bernie, am I supposed to do a different instruction for this? Oh, week 9 by to the power of the number of week 9 teams. Sorry. It's not just the number of week 9 teams. It's week 9
to the power?
To the power. Wait, Bernie, am I explaining this correct?
I can.
So you need to know how many teams are on by week 9 to know the exponent. That's the exponent. So you probably, if you know how many teams are on week 9 by, you probably don't want to share that because that is the exponent, the power that you need to go by 9. So it's 9 to the power of however many teams there are on by week 9.
9 to the power of
So Bruni lied to us when he told us that bi-week math was going to be easier this week because this is for 400.
I was just going to say this is for 400. Okay.
They were complaining about 14th to the 14th power. Like, I don't like, what do you?
So here's what I'm thinking. I there's just no way that this is something that can't be accomplished. This is
Neil is pretty good at bi-week. I think Neil is very good at bi-week math. I'm just warning you, Nez.
I'm trying to do this in my head, like
Broody is amazing at these questions and answers, but I am personally amazed that this is a $400 question. This scares me for you guys for 6, 8, and 1,000 because I have not looked ahead.
Okay, I have an answer.
Okay.
256.
That is incorrect. Neil to steal.
All right, so it's 9 to the power of 4. So it's 9 times 9 is 81. Times 9. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Is I believe 729 times 9. So then I'm okay. Which I might be wrong about that, but
as I warned you, Neil is a wizard.
I'm kicking myself because I just like you guys explained this to me and I just ignored the explanation. And so that's why I'm kicking myself right now.
So 729 times 9. So we're starting with, and this is where it gets really tough. So 700 times. There's
no calculators
9.
here. People at home can use calculators. Again, put it in chat. Go against Steve in chat. But
yeah. Is 6,300 plus 29 times 9. So 30 times 9 would be 270. So we're at 6570 minus 9. 6561. 6561. Final answer.
Holy
banger!
Crap. You got it. That
banger.
Was insane. I couldn't even hold my face. That was impressive. And I cannot believe that is just for 400, Neil.
Yeah,
but that was
that's for 400.
That impressive. Neil with the steal for 400 on that one. Neil,
I said last time I was going to let Pete take this one, or Nez in this case. I was going to let whoever I was facing take the bye week math, and because now I'm just using all my brain power doing math.
I could have gotten that. That's just so frustrating. Man. I'm kicking myself. Great work on the steal.
That was very impressive. So where are you heading on the board now, Neil?
I'm just going to go BBM ADP stocks for 800.
For 800. Okay. Anthony Richardson rose the most ADP spots among QBs in the last 7 days. What QB was second?
So I have no idea. I'm just going to be guessing here.
So the QB that rose the next most spots after Anthony Richardson in the last 7 days.
Right. I feel like Fields has been falling. I'm going to... I have a thought of someone who might be rising, but give me a second.
Okay. I haven't gotten this from Bruni behind the scenes, so you're good. Well, if I see this or this.
Yeah. Like who's being steamed up right now?
And while you're thinking, I'll give a score update for the people. It is 2,200 to 2,000 in favor of Neil. We've got a close one.
Yeah. I'm going to guess Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson is correct. We just talked about that beautiful moon ball, and now you get it for 800. Russell Wilson. The board stays with Neil.
I'll go BBM stocks for 1,000.
Okay. BBM stocks for 1,000. What wide receiver rose the most spots among wide receivers in the last 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Okay.
I'm trying to think of these as you guys think of them, and I'll just say, without looking at the answers, I would get probably 1 or 2 of the whole board. These are hard.
I have an answer. I want to think about it a little bit
Sure.
more.
Yes. While Neil is thinking, I'd like to remind everybody, because since with my tech difficulties, I forgot to remind everyone at the beginning of the show that Steve and I, Sibling Showdown continues tonight. Since it's Thursday, Sibling Showdown every Thursday. Steve and I will still be doing Sibling Showdown. It's just a double header. After this Jeopardy ends, Steve will jump on. We will be drafting not 1, but 2 Husky drafts. I was asking you guys about the Husky, and we are going to be in the Husky streets tonight if anybody would like to join us immediately following this Jeopardy episode. I'll do little PSAs as you guys are thinking.
Yeah, no, it's good. I can't think of anybody better, so I'm going to go with Emeka Egbuka.
That is incorrect. Nez to steal.
That was a really good answer. That was for sure.
Chat
one of
guessed
the few
that.
that I was thinking of.
Chat had that as a guess as well.
I'm going to say Josh Downs.
That is incorrect. So the board stays with Neil. The answer is Jalen Royals.
Interesting. I thought it was probably somebody
these underdog drafters, man. Are you kidding me?
They're such slappies. Come on now.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we did have Mbuka guess in chat, but yes, that seemed like a good guess. But yes, Jalen Royals. Okay, so Neil, the board stays with you. Where are you heading?
BBM stocks for 200.
BBM stocks for 200. All right. Running back 53, ADP 166, so up 22 spots. Running back 65, ADP. Sorry, did I read that wrong?
No, last 7 days for those numbers.
Okay, last 7 days for the numbers. Running back 65, ADP 205, up 9.9. Top 2 running back risers in the past 7 days. Team RB1 ranks RB 24.
Okay. So these are 2 running backs on the same team who have risen up significantly in the past week. Sorry, 24. Oh. I want to go with Nick Chubb and Woody Marks.
That is correct. Neil finishes out the category for 200. Neil, the board stays with you. Chat actually thought another team, Sampson and Ford. That's a good guess as well.
Yeah.
But Chubb and Woody Marks is correct. So where do you want to go now, Neil?
Well, I'm terrified of bye-week math after seeing what the $400 answer question was. I'll do it, though, for 600.
Okay. So bye-week math for 600. So week 11 total times week 10 total. So this is the total number of teams, Bruni, on each bye week?
No, add up all the bye numerals of week 11 times week 10.
Bye numerals? You mean add up all the teams? Or what do you... Add up all the bye numerals?
The number of teams?
The number of teams on each bye?
So if, let's say it was week 5 and week 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would add 5 plus however many other 5s times however many 7s there were. So if the 2 7s, we know that. Wow, I can't say them. I can't say them.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So week 11 total. All right. Got it.
This is a $600 question, correct, Bruni? Okay, just making sure I'm right, looking at the right answer.
$880. Final answer.
880 is correct, and Neil is the bye-week math king. Neil, the board stays with you.
I'll stick with it. Bye-week math for 800.
Okay, for 800. Okay. Add up all the bye weeks from NFL teams. Sorry, from NFL teams with animal mascots.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is hysterical.
And I can't write anything down. I can't all right. Animal mascot. So I'm going to start. Week 7 is the Bills, which that's an animal mascot. So that's sorry. Week 5. We start with week 5. So Packers. If I've got a pen, I can use it. Okay. Bruni says.
Okay.
I do have a pen. All right.
So pen and paper, no calculators, but pen and paper is
yeah.
There. Okay.
Right. So starting with week 5. Actually, I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want to give it all to Nez.
I was going to say you would be doing the work. And Nez looks deep in thought, trying to think it through for the potential steal.
Yep.
Anybody in chat have a guess on this? Put it in chat, but this is absolutely hysterical. I love it. All the bye weeks from NFL teams with animal mascots.
Also, I'm not sure I can remember all the mascots. It's going to be an issue.
Okay. Steve's sitting this one out as well. And Bruni let me know that I do have access in the Google Docs of this, because there's no way I would have been able to. It's too bad we don't have the Jeopardy music. I don't know if it's legal to play or not for that long during this. I'm guessing we'd get flagged for that.
We're not going to risk it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing that would be a YouTube flag, but and nobody wants to hear me sing. I can assure you of that.
Okay.
Bruni says 30 seconds.
I mean, there's no way I'm going to get this in 30 seconds. I got to remember. I can't even write down all the teams in this time. All right.
While Neil is finishing reading this, I'll just tell a fun family story. If Steve's watching, he'll be entertained. We've always been a football family here, the Shout family, and long car rides as children. My dad would play this very game with us, and he'd say, list the teams, name the teams that have animal mascots, name the teams that have color in their names. So football family here, and that's how this girl is still an obsessed football fan. But yeah, we family car games, name the teams with animal mascots. So I would probably have Steve and I would probably do well in this from our car games as in our childhood. Still don't know that I could do this on my own if I was in Neil's seat with the time and pressure on.
I could do it with more time, but
for sure.
I don't think with this amount of time I'm going to be able to. I'm just going to have to guess probably. All right, so let's see.
I'm sure everybody appreciated the Shout family story time, though.
No, I'm taking notes over here because I've got a little guy, and I'm
exactly.
We're going to try to not just give the tablet when we're on car rides. So we're gonna need options.
Okay, well, if you see Willie Pops in the streets, he's badgeless, but he's dangerous. I say that all the time. That's my dad.
Yeah?
That's what Steve and I's dad.
Awesome.
He's in the streets. And you could take a page out of Willie Pop's book and parenting, and name the teams with animal mascots, and then you'll think back to your Best Ball Jeopardy days, and it just all comes full circle.
That's so cool.
All right, I'm just gonna randomly guess to see. We'll go. 165.
165 is incorrect. Nez, do you have a steal?
Yes.
Okay.
95?
95 is incorrect. So the answer is, and I will read all the teams because Bruni has it all displayed. The answer is 132, and that includes Falcons, Bears, Ravens, Bills, Cardinals, Lions, Jaguars, Rams, Seahawks, Eagles, Bengals, Colts, Broncos, Dolphins, Panthers. There are a lot of
Bengals, Colts,
teams.
And Broncos miss my list.
Okay. That's why we had to read the list. Okay. So yes, right. So that's why we had to read the list. So you knew where it missed. So a very fun bye week math, challenging, of course. So since you both missed, the board stays with Neil. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go bye week math for 1,000.
Okay, he's going for it. He's going for 1,000.
Okay.
The sum of all AFC teams. The sum of all AFC teams.
And
So-
again, can I
okay.
use pen or no?
Okay, so Bruni, can you use pen? Yes. And Bruni, this is the sum of all the bye weeks. Okay. And now I see that in the Google Doc. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So you're adding up all the bye weeks of AFC teams. Nez looks like he's pen and paper as well to prep in case there is a steal opportunity. This is for 1,000. And before the last, so the score is the same. The score is 3,800 to 2,000 in favor of Neil. Still a lot of board left. Still the double Jeopardy available. So still a lot of game to play. So both are doing math pen to paper right now. The sum of all AFC teams bye weeks. Bruni says, let's get Papa Schaub on. That is the plan. That is the plan. I am trying to get him. I want to get both mom and dad on. Mom's a little shy, but I think we could get dad on for a live draft. He does not like, he is a bye week bro, just to warn everybody. He will not accept too many bye weeks at one position. More trash talking from Mike Robb. Mike Robb, we love you. Michael is a gift. This is correct. More people coming in. I see, I can see here, but if you're watching on Twitter, come over to YouTube, hit that like button. Link is in the Twitter. On Twitter, come over to YouTube, hit that like button, and join Steve in trying to answer these very difficult questions. See if you can do better than Neil and Nez. It's not easy. It is not easy. Yes, these bi-week math questions are no joke, Brittany. Never are, but these are especially difficult, but fun. Bruni absolutely brought his A game with these questions. He's moving this week, and he just dials it up for people.
Taking his moving anger out.
I was just gonna say.
I know.
I mean,
he's
real.
laughing behind the scenes, but yes, that makes sense. I would too.
He told us before everybody got here. Pretty easy bye week math this week. I think I took it easy on
Rudy,
you guys.
you did not tell them that.
He's a liar.
I was gonna say that's a bit of a lie.
There's like no multiplication at all. Like I thought I was being nice. I don't know.
Dude, that's the least difficult part of this whole thing. Are you kidding? I'm a times table champion. I mean, that's not the problem.
There has been a lot of 14 to the 14th power and stuff like that. So I mean, that is blow my mind. So
that is absurd. You guys are sick.
I will say sick in the best way possible. Yes, no, Neil, I will say, is definitely Neil and Candyman of all of our Best Ball Jeopardy contestants have probably been the most powerful at bi-week math. Yeah. Candyman is and he'll talk it out. He does not do what you did. He will give clues if he misses it. He'll talk it out, his process, and but he gets them all right. So he's going to be a tough one here in this tournament. All right, I'm getting the time signal from Bruni. Neil, gentleman's time, as Bruni likes to say, is coming up.
All right. Well, I could not remember all of my bye weeks. I don't think so. So I'm gonna do my best here. All right. So I'm
Okay.
gonna add up real quick.
Okay. Nez, do you have an answer prepared to steal if he? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he did some pen to paper. He's ready to go.
I'm gonna go with 151. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Nez to steal.
The answer that I have that I think is right, is it 144?
That is incorrect. You are both very, very close. The answer is 150. So Neil missed it by 1. You missed it by 6. You guys were both right there. The answer was 150. So
I've got like 29 of the teams listed out, and I just could not remember what other teams there are and where their buys are. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, were you missing, or
I was missing a couple? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
Well,
guessed.
you had it very close. You were literally missed it by 1. So Neil, the board stays with you.
And that was for 1,000.
That was for 1,000. Yes.
Okay, so I guess I'll go with name that stack for 200.
Okay, yeah, he thought that was bi-week math. Okay, so off we go to name that stack for 200. We'll need the entire stack. And this is QB 19, QB 27 in 24, running back 31, running back 25 in 2024, wide receiver 77, wide receiver 97 in 2024. Receiver is on a new team. So, Bruni, that is the wide receiver where they finished in 2024. Okay. And in total points, Bruni finished in total points in 2024. Okay. Just
their ranking. Their ranking.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go with Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, and De'Ami Brown. Final answer.
That is correct for 200. Okay, board stays with Neil. There's plenty of board to go, though. We still have the double Jeopardy out there. For daily
I'll
doubles,
go random best ball for 200.
Okay, random best ball for 200. Wide receiver 10, wide receiver 28, wide receiver 119. Team had third fewest receiving yards in 2024.
Just name the team.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Oh, okay. You said just name the that is correct.
Wow.
Sorry, I thought you did need the stack. Okay, that is correct. Neil, that stays with you.
I'll stick with random best ball for 400.
Okay, random best ball for 400. And again, Bernie, this is just the team you need? Yes. Okay. Wide receiver 45, wide receiver 53, wide receiver 65. Team had the 6th fewest receptions in 2024.
Okay.
Steve does have the correct answer in chat. Again, if you'd like to join Steve by attempting to answer these questions, jump over to YouTube and play the game along with Nez and Neil.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, Josh Palmer.
We didn't even need all that. We just need the team, and you nailed it,
Oh,
though.
okay, yeah.
Beautiful.
Slam dunk.
He just went for the slam dunk. I love it. Yes, the Bills are the answer. Board stays with you. Are you continuing on random best ball, or where
Let's
do you
do it.
want to go? Okay,
Random best ball.
600 random best ball. Wide receiver 3, 2024. Okay, wide receiver 3, 2023. Wide receiver 8, 2022. Wide receiver 21 in 2021. We've got Brett from Underdog.
I'm just naming the player.
You are naming the player. Yes, naming the player. We've got Brett from Underdog team in chat. Good to see you, Brett. We always love seeing you in here. What a matchup we've got here. Indeed. Absolutely.
And this is total points.
Total points, correct, Bernie? Free, yes. Ranking, yeah. Yes, Nez and Neil are two of our favorites going to head to here in the quarterfinals. We've got plenty of the board left, so this is going to be fun. End of the year ranking, so where they ended up. Yes, in total points.
I'm going to go with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That is correct. Neil continues on random best ball for 600 there.
I'll go for 800.
Okay, 800 random best ball. Running, okay, so similar. We need a player here. Running back 13, 2024. Running back 5, 2023. Running back 12, 2022. Running back 3, 2021.
Alvin Kamara. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Nez to steal.
Rack 13. Okay, so rack 3.
Again, if you guys are playing along at home, this is the total points, where they ended up total points. So we are looking for one player and where they ended up the last 4 seasons. Steve has it, but much easier on that side, Steve. Much easier on that side.
I'm going to go with shoot. 1 second. I know this isn't it, but James Conner.
It is not it, but it was a good guess. It is Joe Mixon. And then we got Disbanded Brotherhood. Doc, good to see you. Disbanded. Again, come in here, join the chat, answer the questions. So Joe Mixon. So board stays with Neil. Neil, where are you headed?
Can I see the board?
Yes. Do you want to? Yes. So we just got bi-week math for 200, random best ball for 1,000, and pretty much a lot of stats, and in the form of a question.
Let's go random best ball for 1,000.
Finishing out the category, random best ball for 1,000. Tight end. Okay, so similar to the last couple questions, same person we're looking for here. Tight end 18, 2024. Tight end 7, 2023. Tight end 7, 2022. Tight end 21 in 2021.
I'll go TJ Hawkinson.
That is incorrect. Nez to steal.
Is this Dallas Goedert?
That is incorrect. It is Cole Kmet.
You know,
he was.
That was my first guess, and I was like,
was it really?
Yes, honestly, that's so annoying.
That's
I
so
wasn't gonna get
frustrating.
I
Okay,
was
we
thinking
had
there were
guesses.
2
We had
years
an
that
Evan Ingram guest in chat
All
too.
right.
So Cole Komet.
I couldn't remember if Hawkinson was injured long enough last year to be that low. I don't know. Okay.
You're
Let's
right.
go.
It's total points. Yeah, that's why it's good to know if it's total points or points per game. Okay, where are we heading, Neil?
In the form of a question for 400, please.
Okay, in the form of a question. And remember, that is key to the answer here. So, team that recorded the fewest rush yards in 2024.
Who are the Cleveland Browns?
No, that is incorrect. I was going to say, Bruni, I do not see. Do you want? Hold on. Bruni?
Nez to steal.
Nez to steal. Okay, I was going to say, that is incorrect. Nez to steal.
Who are the New Orleans Saints?
That is incorrect. We were looking for the Raiders.
All right.
A lot of bad teams last year.
There, a lot of bad teams.
Okay, I did not see these answers. So Bruni will help me out on this. But Neil, where would you like to go?
Let's go in the form of a question for 600.
Okay, in the form of a question for 600, what team recorded the fewest points per game in 2024 at 15.2? And we got our guy, Tyler, Emo Cowboy. I like it when Daddy plays Keep Away with Daddy.
Who are the New York Giants?
Incorrect. Nez to steal. Coolers came in and said, I thought it was a group meditation. It is not. This is why we need some music in the background.
Is this who are the Tennessee Titans?
That is
We were
incorrect.
looking for the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
They
I
put
should have
up
just
some
guessed. Why didn't I
big-time
just?
numbers.
I thought that once Jameis came in, they were putting up big. Okay. I think I got it. Let's go bye week math for 200.
All right. Bi-week math. Finishing out bi-week math for 200. What is the sum of these teams?
All right. So it's 9 plus 10 is 19 plus 7 is 26 plus 7 is 33 plus 12 is 45 plus 12 is 57 plus 9 is 66 plus 10 is 76 plus 14 is 90. Final answer.
That is correct. Neil sweeping the bi-week math. And the reminder from Tyler, we appreciate you, Tyler. Hit the like. I've been asking it. If you're watching on Twitter, come over to YouTube, answer the questions with Tyler, Steve, and TD King, Mr. Mufasa. And hit that like button. Join us answering questions. Okay, we are down. My bi-week math is done. It's stats, and in the form of a question. Where do you want to go, Neil?
Let's go stats for 1,000.
Okay, stats, and we have the daily double. So, Bruni, what does Neil have to wager?
We got 5,400 for Neil, 2,000 for Nez.
Okay, 5,400 to 2,000. So, what would you like to wager, Neil? All strategy here.
$0.
Okay, he's wagering $0. You do get to then pick a question that I guess you could still answer.
I'll go stats for 400.
Okay, so he wipes out stats.
So you can only get 0 here, but Nez can still get 400 if you miss.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so it goes to Neil first. 6 receiving touchdowns 2024, 6 rushing touchdowns 2024, 907 rush yards, 592 receiving yards 2024, running back 11 in fantasy points per game in 2024.
I'm going to go Alvin Kamara.
That is incorrect. Nez to steal for 400.
Is
And
this
the chat
Braylon
does have
Allen? No, not Braylon Allen. No.
Okay,
Brees
caught it off.
Hall.
You caught it.
It's not your final answer.
Brees
Okay.
Hall, final answer.
Brees Hall, final answer. That is incorrect. The chat does have it. It is Achan. There was some Kamara guesses as well. So yes, it was Achan. And so that means the board stays with Neil.
Okay.
Neil, go ahead.
Let's go stats for 600.
Okay. Stats for 600. 6 receivers recorded a catch percentage of 75% or higher in 2024. Name 2 of them.
All
Okay,
right.
I have the list here.
All right. That's tough. I'm going to go Khalil Shakir and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That is correct. Yes. The list is Amon-Ra St. Brown, Godwin, Douglas, Shakir, Devonta Smith, Mims, and Thielen. That is the list. I wouldn't have guessed a lot of those, but you did get 2 with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Shakir. Very impressive. 3 to go. Let's finish the board here. Where do you want to go?
Let's go stats for 800.
Okay. Last season, 10 running backs recorded a loaded box rate of 25% or higher. Name 4 of them. If there's any clarification, let us know for Bernie to answer.
Okay. I feel like it has to be Saquon Barkley. And then who else? Let's go Saquon Barkley and Alvin Kamara.
That is incorrect, right? Wait, what's the 4?
We also need 4. I think you only said 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I only said 2. I was thinking I only did 2.
Okay,
but
so
I'm already incorrect. So
I believe he was already incorrect,
all right,
correct?
then I'll pass.
Okay. So he is incorrect. We do need 4, and I can't tell you which one was correct, but so looking for 4, Nez.
I'm going to say Najee Harris, Joe Mixon, Jerome Ford, and Chuba Hubbard.
I'm crossing them off. That is incorrect.
Had the first 2 right. The last 2 were incorrect.
Yes, Najee Harris, Joe Mixon. The rest of the list, Gus Edwards, Derrick Henry, Jordan Mason, Ray Davis, Najee Harris, Joe Mixon, James Conner, which is Neil had, Javonte Williams, Alvin Kamara, Neil had, and David Montgomery. So
Saquon was not. Okay, interesting.
That shocked me, but Saquon was not. A lot of other people did guess Saquon as well. Of course, a lot of guesses in chat. We appreciate you guys for joining and jumping in and guessing the answers as well. This has been a tough game, a fun game, but Neil, where do you want to go here?
Let's go in the form of a question for 1,000.
Okay. The Titans playoff schedule in order in the form of a question.
I'm trying to think if I can even remember their 17.
And this is the one I don't have, Bernie, so you can just thumbs up or thumbs down.
I think they play the Saints week 17. I'll go.
This one you need exact order. So 15, 16, 17. Like you need to tell me which weeks are which.
Okay. Let's go Raiders, Chiefs, Saints.
Brittany, That is incorrect. Nez to steal.
I'm going to say Jags, Raiders, Saints.
Incorrect. Neil, very close. It was Niners, Chiefs, Saints.
Okay.
Okay.
Niners, Chiefs, Saints. Let's finish it off here. The Chargers playoff schedule, not exact. So,
Okay.
in any order.
Who are the Texans? Who are the Texans, Bills, and Jets? Final answer.
Incorrect. Nez to steal. Going out on a high note here.
Let's get this one. I'm going to say this one is Texans going back to the Raiders, and let's say the Colts.
Incorrect. Bernie, the answer?
It was Chiefs, Cowboys, Texans.
It's a fun schedule.
Chiefs, Cowboys, Texans. That is the game, folks. Neil will move on. That was a fun matchup. Nez started hot, but Neil, dominated the bye week math as he always does. And it was a fun game nonetheless. Nez, my Ann Andrews post game interview. How do you feel after a tough battle with Neil? You started hot. It didn't work in the end. How do you feel?
Yeah, I thought if I came in here hot with a lot of confidence that I could, kind of fake my way into a victory here. But I was clearly outmatched. Neil just absolutely took it to me. So congrats to Neil. Best of luck in the next round. And I'm gonna lick my wounds and do some quizzing because I need a better effort the next time. I'm just gonna own it.
I love it. Nez, we want to bring this back next year. So it'll,
I'll be ready
to sharpen, to get ready for next year. Maybe we start in March and just do a whole 64 bracket, like for March Madness.
Wow.
Bruni's like, God, no, you don't pay me enough to do that. Nez, this was super fun. I'd love to have you. I did a BBM draft with you last year. Maybe if you do have time, I'd love to draft a BBM with you this year. If nothing else, you learn the Willy Pops car game to use with your son about how many teams have an animal mascot. I mean, that's awesome. No,
it didn't come away here totally humiliated.
Exactly. You're not coming away empty-handed. You are not coming away empty-handed. And of course, as we're getting out of here, we'll be doing Sibling Showdown in just a minute. We of course appreciate Nez and Neil. I'm sure you guys, if you're watching this, you're following Nez and Neil on Twitter and their YouTube channels. But if for some crazy reason you're not, links are in the description, of course. Neil, we appreciate you. Watching your bye week math is amazing. You're on to the semifinals. How do you feel? On to the semifinals. You went into the losers bracket and coming all the way up into semifinals. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good about making it to the semifinals. Wasn't super impressed with my performance today. I was not ready to add up all of figure out all the bye weeks and then remember who have animal mascots and then add them. I failed at that, figuring out all the AFC teams. But yeah, other than that, I feel okay for the most part. I feel like I come in prepared for a couple of the columns, and I did well in those columns. So that's all I can really.
You were prepared, and watching you and Candyman, who is in chat, giving a good game. You watching your bye week math is very fun to watch. So we appreciate both of you. This has been a ton of fun. Again, hit that like button. Make sure you are following both of these guys. We've got my brother Steve in here joining me for Sibling Showdown. Steve, any thoughts for Nez and Neil as they part here? And by the way, are you going to watch football? There's actual real football tonight, which is on right now.
We'll see. I might throw you guys on.
We finally see Trey Lance in action.
Yeah, the only time we get to it. You guys were cracking me up the last time you guys streamed, so I might just throw you guys on the big screen.
And I will say, like the Isaac Tesla shares, he had a couple nice catches. Lambert Smith had a nice catch.
Okay,
so.
Steve's watching behind the scenes. He's answering and watching.
I didn't have sound on. I just had it on in the background. So I could listen to Jeopardy.
How did Hampton look? Did he get a couple carries?
He got like 2 carries. Like
okay, I didn't figure there was going to be too much.
So people will be hyping up Tesla the next week. I mean, he looked good, but it's of course against guys, not ever starting in the NFL. Hopefully,
right. Neil, I know you said you are the Showdown King. Lots of Showdown content on Flannelverse, but I saw you said you were not doing the Hall of Fame game today, correct?
Yeah, I don't typically play preseason DFS. I feel like there are some people who are like super serious about it, so I'm like, I'm not just going to throw together a show at the last minute of something I don't really know anything about. Yeah, so I did not do it today. I put in 3 lineups at the end. I saw that Sion Vaki and one of the other running backs were out for the Lions, and Greg Reynolds was playing, so I was like, all right, last minute I'll throw in a few just in case a lot of people are playing the wrong running backs. I don't know how that worked out.
Yeah, no, I mean, there can be edges in preseason DFS, but I did not play tonight either. But if you guys watching do play Showdown DFS, Neil and Flannelverse, so be sure to check out. And of course, watch Badge Bros, all the drafts, because you're doing those short slate drafts for the prime time. You're doing all the different drafts. And of course, if you're watching this, you know to watch Badge Bros, you know to watch Flannelverse. But Neil, Nez, we appreciate you. Yeah, if you want to turn on Sibling Showdown, Steve and I will be fighting over which players to draft in the Husky contest.
All right. Hell yeah.
Love it. Thanks, guys.
All right.
All right. Thanks, be in touch with you both soon. Thanks, guys. All right, Steve, here we go. Yeah, Pepper Tony, Neil's Showdown slates are awesome. Yeah, he's awesome in the DFS space, and he crushes it in the Showdown streets for sure. Steve, so you enjoyed watching that while you're watching a little preseason?
I did. I was very glad that I did not have to answer the bye-week math questions. Bruni brought it for those.
Oh, I mean, they were insane. So I did get to say bye to Broody, but I mean, guy is going through moving his family and still produces an amazing Jeopardy episode. So shout out to Bruni, shout out to everybody in chat. Again, we appreciate you coming over, watching on YouTube, hitting that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet for some reason to the FanSpeak Network, please hit the subscribe button. Jeopardy pretty much it's Thursday this week, but pretty much every Wednesday, Jeopardy, Best Ball Jeopardy, and then pretty much best ball shows every single day. So I have Pat from Fantasy Dog Pound on tomorrow for Friends of Best Ball. But Steve, I'm going to bring over any other news and notes to talk about as I bring over Underdog, and then we will get into the Husky draft, but I need to make sure I'm logged into Best Ball Overlay. So I'll do that, talk about any news and notes while I do that, and then I'll bring it over. Oh my gosh, we'd have to say hi to Mike Robb. I mean, we always say hi to Mike Robb, but $1.99. He gives a super chat. Thank you, Mike. He gave a super chat for your buttons last night. He gives a super chat tonight. Way to power through the adversity. I stepped in for Bruni. I did not do nearly as good a job. And by the way, Bruni, if you're still listening, massive props to you as the Best Ball Alec Trebek every week, because that's a lot harder than it looks, actually, to try to keep track of which question you're in. And he does such an amazing job. And of course, he's doing all the behind the scenes of it, questions and answers, coming up with these amazing questions and the answers to these amazing questions. So shout out to Bernie, harder than it looks. I tried to power through the adversity, had some tech issues to begin with, but now I'm rolling, Steve. I've had a headache all day, but I'm going to power through here because we're going to draft 2 amazing Huskies. But yeah, and then the Best Ball on Call. Good to see you. He said KLS Camber, or what? What's his name? Lambert Smith. I know his name. Kendre Lambert?
Kendre Lambert Smith.
Okay. But thank you, Mike Robb. We always appreciate you. So he had a couple catches, Lambert Smith?
There's one that I saw, but I honestly haven't watched like the last 5 minutes. I turned it off. Getting ready to jump on.
He's not giving you another super chat, and he's disappointed we didn't get more buttons today. But we appreciate you, Mike Robb. So yeah, I'm logging in to Best Ball Overlay now. Any other thoughts, Steve, before we bring over Underdog to do the first of 2 Husky drafts?
Well, one of the biggest news late was Terry McLaurin asking for a trade.
Yeah, I saw that as I was having tech issues, and it's like, we are Washington fans, and I see that, and I'm like, I thought for sure I've done all these Jaden Terry stacks, and I'm still drafting Terry at cost, and even when he falls, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna go. He reported to camp as a hold in. What the hell happened?
Yeah. Well, the report came out the other day that they didn't want to pay him as much as the Steelers gave Metcalf, and that probably pissed him off because,
Wow.
him and Metcalf were the same draft class, but had very similar stat lines.
So what's your thoughts on what draft class was Sutton? Because I feel like the Sutton getting much less obviously wasn't good for Terry's camp. So what draft class was Sutton and where do Sutton was the year before? So
18,
so Sutton was 18, so he's only 1 year older. I know they could be younger still, but like give or take same age range, but 1 year before. And Metcalf same year as Terry. Is Metcalf like a year younger?
I think he's a year younger than Terry. Yeah.
Okay, but is Sutton's stats much? I was actually surprised that Sutton got that much lower. Were you?
Yeah, I do think Sutton did tear his ACL a couple years ago, so
that's true.
That maybe played into it a little bit. I was surprised too. I thought he would get a little better than he did. I think the Broncos got an absolute steal in the Sutton deal.
Yeah, no,
and I do agree with Peppertoni. I think a new deal is coming. We saw this with Ayuk last year. The 49ers kept requesting to be traded, and then they finally work out a deal. We do see this, but it is frustrating for a team coming off, getting the quarterback, coming off an NFC championship, and then your star receiver is extremely unhappy.
Right. No, absolutely. It's like if you want to run last year back, you need Terry. And he's been through all the adversity. Of course, we're talking like from Washington fans, scar tissue here, but he went through all the adversity with the team being drafted in 2019. And then, finally has a good season, a great quarterback and an amazing season. And I do think they kind of disrespected him, but Peppertoni says if he deletes his Instagram, then we panic. No, I mean, the signs are usually request a trade. That does work towards a deal. When they start deleting crap off their socials, that's not great. But yeah, no, very frustrating. What are you going to do on rankings? I have not updated the timestamps for me, but Steve and I both just updated our rankings in the Best Ball Substack. Link in description for that, $34.99 for the entire year. And again, it's rankings of all the different formats. And then, of course, articles from Steve and I will be posting I had an article earlier this week. I'll be posting another article from Steve tomorrow. But what are you going to do in rankings? We just updated our rankings. I still need to update again the timestamps on mine, but they are all updated. What are you going to do with Terry here?
I mean,
it's not like he's going to not play, but it's like, what if he went to a bad a situation that's less desirable?
I still think the most likely scenario is he's suiting up for the Commanders week 1 against the Giants. But it is something worth noting. We'll see what kind of comes from it these next couple of days. And I wouldn't be surprised if a deal gets done. We had all these rumors, not that he ever requested to be traded, but remember a couple weeks ago, there are all these rumors that TJ Watt, or Steelers are looking to move TJ Watt and taking calls on him. And then next thing you know, he signs a record-setting deal.
Right. No, absolutely. And thank you. I said TD King, that's Andrew's nickname, but Mr. Mufasa, we appreciate you. He says, just want to tip my hat to the Fanspeak Network. Best Ball Jeopardy is freaking awesome. Hit the like and subscribe. It's the least we can do. We certainly appreciate that. Bruni does a ton of work, very creative. He came up with this idea last year. We tested it with us playing each other and decided to have a little fun this year, making a tournament. And next year, we're hoping to expand it. So supporting us is hitting that like button, leaving a comment after the show, subscribing to the Fanspeak Network, and turning the bell on if you haven't yet. All simple things. And if you do want more of Steve and I's content, though, it is just $34.99 link in the description for the Best Ball Substack. That certainly supports us as well. And we think we put out a lot of great content. Again, rankings for not just the basic format, but all the different formats Underdog offers and DraftKings from Steve. And then 3 articles a week, at least, to kind of give context to those rankings. So again, we really appreciate it. We think Best Ball Jeopardy is fun, and we love hearing others that enjoy it so much. So with that, Steve, I think it's time to jump into a Husky. If you guys would, I'm going to do it from my phone. Yes, and Bruni said, we appreciate you, TD. Absolutely. We appreciate Bruni, and the Best Ball community appreciates Bruni. When I was messaging, I have to say this, so hopefully Bruni hears this. When I was messaging with Pete, scheduling stuff, somehow I said something along the lines of, is it wrong that I want a Best Ball Jeopardy segment in his, how he does the annual Best Ball Bros video? Yeah. I was angling and he gave me the laugh symbol. So, maybe we could get a Best Ball Jeopardy, a little mini segment in the Best Ball Bros video. Okay. if anybody would like to join us in the, what percent full are we now here in the Husky streets? Steve, let's see. Do you have it pulled up?
I'm pulling it up now.
Okay. It is 58% full. So 58, when do you predict it'll be filled?
I think probably Friday.
Okay.
Like
All
end
right.
of Friday.
Great. It's only 58% full. You think it'll be full by the end of tomorrow?
I'm
going to guess Sunday.
No, I guess, I guess probably more.
Okay.
Yeah, you said 58%. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm sure by the end of the weekend. But Brett was in here earlier, underdog team. They are just crushing it. Amazing contest after amazing contest with these awesome advance rates. So again, for the Husky, 3 of 12, 2 of 8, 1 of 6. So 3 of 12 is really nice. 2 of 8. I experienced the 2 of 10 last year in the Bulldog. That was key to getting me to the finals. And then 1 of 6 to a 117 seat final, 50K up top. And you make your money if you're maxing it, 300 to make the finals. So like all of that, we've talked about before, Steve, in these type of contests, we're going and getting our guys. We're not like balancing exposures. We're going and getting our guys. We lean into the structures we like the most. We want, team and correlation, but we're not going to overstack playoff stuff at the sacrifice of the team. Because again, it's not the gauntlet of 1 of 13, 1 of 16 in the BBM. It's 3 of 12, or excuse me, it's once you're in the playoffs, 2 of 8, 1 of 6. So, those are the things we're keeping in mind as we do the Husky. So if you would like to enter the Husky with us, I'll just do a countdown from 10 because I'm sure the rooms won't fill quite as quick as, some of those other contests. So if you'd like to join us, I will count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter, and 7 more to start. So if you would like to join us, there is plenty of room. I will catch up with the chat real quick, then bring it over. Yes, we appreciate you, TD. Likewise, and then Best Ball on Call, Fan Speak, always great content. Appreciate you, Best Ball on Call. Mike Ross says, please tell me you didn't do the extra work on the rankings to view rankings thing because I brought it up. So you and another sub asked, and so I added it for Steve's. It's a long story, but we will have it for Steve's where you can view rankings and see the numbers and see where he moved it. So you're always so kind, Mike. But we want to keep our subs happy. So we were able to do that for Steve's rankings, and my rankings are updated too. I just haven't updated the timestamps yet. So note on that. I will update that after the show. Okay, Steve, let me bring up. See where we're at here. Have a couple slows. Okay, need just 2 more. So 10 of 12 full, or 10 of 12 waiting on 2 here. And so I was going to look and see we did a couple of the, we did Chow Chow together? We did a couple of the bigger ones together last week.
Chow Chow, yeah.
I was going to look and see who we started with, but let's just go get our guys. We're not going to worry about, which ones. I do try to chart, obviously we use Best Ball Overlay, to manage our exposures and combos and look for, stacking correlations and playoff correlations. The code Fanspeak, use code Fanspeak for 25% off using Best Ball Overlay. But I do track the higher dollar ones to make sure I'm mixing up my first round picks and my, combos of the early picks and quarterback stacks and everything like that. But meant to look at what we did the last time. Okay, we were in the 4 spot. So that's good because I haven't had an earlier one. I feel like I've had all mid to late ones in these. Okay, I see Coolers is in here. So let me know if I'm missing anybody. We're in the 4 spot. I see Coolers at the 9 spot. And I think that's it. But if you are in here, sometimes I don't know everybody's handle off the top of my head. Let us know right now. Hopefully we move on, Coolers moves on, and somebody else. So Mike says, LOL, figured I had to do it after you explained the process last time. No worries. No worries. All right, Steve. So yeah, I haven't had a chance in these higher dollar ones. I've had all mid to late. So this is good. We are going to get one of these 4 guys. Oh, I'll just cue it up in not the exact order, but but yeah, I definitely need, honestly, all more Bijan, Barkley, Lamb in these higher dollar contests. So I'm happy. Yeah.
No, I think, you and I talked earlier that it's kind of like Chase Bijan 1-2 right now. And then kind of Barkley Lamb.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to just take whoever falls here. Yeah. I recognize the name Seth FFL. I don't know if he's joined us in chat before, But yeah, if anybody else is here in the draft with us, let us know. So I must pull down my microphone. This is okay. So Lamb, I'm happy with Barkley. You fine with that,
Yep.
Steve? Okay, that works.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, because I got some mid ones, like mid-range ones in the Chow Chow, like at 6, and a couple times Jefferson fell to me at 6. So I haven't gotten like the Barkley fall in these, so I'm happy to take Barkley there at 4. So yeah, again, Coolers at the 9 spot. Cooler says, I agree that Cooler's guy. I hope he moves on. He's great. Yes, we hope he moves on too. I mean, now that it doesn't sound like anybody else is speaking up and it's us and Coolers as far as like in this chat. I mean, yeah, there's one other spot open because hopefully us and Coolers is moving on.
And that's what's nice about
good luck,
this contest.
Shotgun. Yeah,
is the 3 of 12 move on. Definitely feel a lot better. Really enjoy that they're doing more of these contests this year, because last year I want to say the Dalmatian was the only one that had more than the 2 of 12. Even the single entry Bulldog, I believe, was 2 of 12.
Yeah, no, because that's the one. I'm almost positive it was 2 of 12, and then that was the one that was 2 of 10, 2 of 10 in the quarter semis, and was so key for me because the one guy just hit the nuts the one week, and it's like I needed that 2 of 10 to move on. So, yeah, absolutely. Was the Chow Chow 3 of last year?
No, it was 2 of 12 also.
Okay, then yeah, I think it was then just the Dalmatian. So yeah, no, nice to have multiple 3 of 12s here of these contests for sure. Nez just being on Badge Bros, of course, everybody knows Badge Bros. If for some reason you're not following, again, link for Flannelverse and Badge Bros is in the description. But you jumped in there and it was a Husky live draft. You said you were listening to Badge Bros and you jumped in their live draft, right?
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was yesterday. Okay. So 21, I'll sort by ADP. Still 3 picks away. Henry goes. McConkey is gone. Jonathan Taylor, Tyreek Hill, Bucky Irving, T. Higgins. That's the only part about the early part of the board is I do love. Okay. So I know I've done Jonathan Taylor, Saquon before, but I like that the best. I like Higgins. Where do you want to go?
I'd go either. Let's go Higgins.
You want to go Higgins?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought for sure you were going to say JT on that.
I love the JT Barkley start, but Higgins is also intriguing. Just, he finishes wide receiver 2 in points per game last year. He's part of the best passing offense. It also, if there's if Burrow's pushed, we could get him before the Chase drafter.
Right. I get what you're saying. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Yep. I mean, they're going for the big stack, so they're going. If they don't take him here, Burrow's probably not going to make it back to 72. So yeah, they're going for it with Chase McBride, Chase Brown. Okay, we're up in 1. So it did go JT McBride, Chase Brown, obviously at the turn there, Garrett Wilson after us. Top of the board ADP is Jacobs, Marvin Harrison. Okay. Jacobs, Marvin Harrison, Devontae goes. That's what I was going to say. I was just going to say, this has got shades of my Bulldog team, which did have Henry as well, by the way, because of course last year running backs were just totally disrespected. And I was able to get Saquon, Henry, Jacobs in rounds 2, 3, 4, anchored by Lamb in the first round. And boy, that was a beauty. We did a hyper fragile and it was super fun. Okay. I'm going to share the whole board now that we're getting through more rounds here, Steve. And, okay. All right. Did any other news I missed today? Because you and I were both working on rankings today and did update them. But any other news? Because I didn't later in the afternoon, get ready for and getting ready for these shows. I didn't check Underdog, the Underdog's thread, or Sean Mitchell does an amazing thread of training camp stuff. So any other news? I mean, obviously Terry is the biggest news later in the day.
Nothing. I think I can't remember if it was last night or this morning. The likely injury got clarified that he's going to miss time and hopefully
like 6 weeks, right?
For week 1, but yeah.
Where did you move him down to? I moved him down to one.
I moved him. I can't remember the exact number, but the 170s.
I think I was in the 160s, but I'll have.
I put him after basically I think I still put him right before Kate Otten, but after like Gesicki, Strange, Henry, Hunter Henry, Ertz, and I moved Gesicki down a couple of spots because they did sign Noah Fant. I don't think that totally nukes Gesicki, but
No,
there is at least a warm body at tight end.
I'm honestly going to be similar to like how I'm handling the Jonnu Fryer-Smith. Whoa, what did I just say? Jonnu Fryer-Smith, Jonnu Smith. I mean, it's just like I made like a power couple name for him. The Jonnu Smith Fryer-Moose situation where they both fell a ton, and I'm scooping the value because I still think they can get there. If Gesicki's going to fall, I'm still going to take him. I'm not afraid of Noah Fant. So, but I think he will then naturally fall. So fine by me. I'll gladly take more shares of Gesicki. He's already one of my highest owned tight ends. And I mean, if any time is missed by Higgins, well, hopefully in this draft, not Higgins, but Higgins or Chase. But even so, you said like talked about in the show last night with Andrew, there's just a touchdown regression that could oscillate back to Gesicki. So I'll happily buy the dip if he dips because of Noah Fant. He stinks. Okay. Up at 45, I'll sort by ADP. We're at 0-2-1. So we did double anchor with Barkley, Jacobs, and Higgins. I can't
see the board, by the way.
Oopsies. Okay. All right. We're on the board. ADP, James Cook. Oh, Steve. No, come on.
No,
we got all
James Cook.
Steve, we have Barkley and Jacobs.
Trust me.
Why?
Just trust me.
This is dumb. Why?
Well, one, he does correlate with Barkley. We can go, if we want, hyper fragile.
That was stupid.
I mean, we've the outcome to have 3 top 10 running backs. Like,
Steve, did you start a James Cook fan club too? What is happening? Look, like I love DK Metcalf and Sutton and JMO, who we passed. I mean, you could have gotten. Well, no, George Pickens did go right before us. I was going to queue up George Pickens and then he went. But what is going on? I'm disappointed in you. You're better than this.
Oh my. James
Cook, when we had DK Metcalf, and I thought we had Pickens, we didn't, but DK Metcalf, now gone.
I mean, I don't think DK Metcalf is going to be a top 10 receiver. Like James Cook can be a top 10 running back.
You think James Cook is going to score more points than DK
Metcalf?
Metcalf?
Burrow. They took him there.
Well, damn. I was hoping. Everything's going wrong now. You made us take James Cook. I thought for sure this guy was going to do the thing that everybody's doing and pushing him, which is, I'd say in this contest, stupid because he's trying to stack the game. So I think it was actually smart of Tyler, 21-21. Good, well played, by the way. And he got DK Metcalf. So I want to be on his team now. Do you want to just go Walker and be done?
No.
So mad at you.
Do you want to go Ridley or Hunter?
You can totally redeem yourself by telling me to take Travis Hunter with my 21%. Ridley or Hunter, your choice.
Let's go
Hunter. Ridley is the same bye week as Higgins.
Yeah, let's go Hunter.
I mean, considering our receiver room is, hey, my Bulldog team, hyper fragile. I just said Saquon, Henry, Jacobs, but James Cook ain't Henry. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he was close last year.
And a lot of people think there's going to be potentially some touchdown regression. And what happens if that happens, Steve? You and I are on opposite sides. Where do you have James Cook ranked? We should just do a whole show about that. Cooler says, imagine if I take Scadaboo in the 8th. I mean, I feel like we need to take Scadaboo for like a hyper fragile and just be done. Oh my. All right. Let me catch up with chat. Johnny Fryer Smith was a French-English fur trader in the colonies. That's good. Best phone call. Yeah. I when I said it, I was like, that doesn't feel right. All right. Fanspeak fan 2. Is this Mike Robb with a fan account? This is amazing. Fanspeak fan 2. Biggest news of the day. Fanspeak is 750. Let's go. Get those likes in. This is totally not a burner of the burner that broke the story on Bruni cheating in Jeopardy, leading to today's benching. Oh my God, Mike Robb. We love you, Mike Robb. We appreciate you. That is amazing. I just got my entry fees worth. That's hysterical. Steve ruined our team coolers. But that's okay. Best Ball Call agrees with you with advanced rates. Steve's probably right. I hate when people say Steve's probably right. He probably is, but I hate it. Just catching up on Jeopardy. Nez might be the Nico third-year breakout of the FanSpeak Jeopardy. Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna, sharpen up for probably starting in like March or April next year. But no, that was fun. I love both Neil and Nez, and that was fun to do a show with them. And even though I was having tech difficulties, and I was certainly not as good as Bruni at doing the hosting role, but it was still very fun. Good to see you, Green Beans. Imagine if I take Scatterbo. Yeah, we might have to take him in the seventh, Steve. Man, these FanSpeak fan accounts are really digging into this Bruni cheating scandal. Hashtag justice for Stig. Hashtag burner a day gets you to 1K. Oh my God, this is too good. Okay, we're up in one. I mean, look at all these good running backs on the board.
Ricky Pearsall.
That's what I was going to say too. Good. We locked it in there. Okay. So I'll just stay here. All right. So we're catching up 0-3-3-0 here up in 6. A lot of good running backs.
Probably should have gone Diggs over Pearsall for the May, but could have gone either way.
I mean, I love both Pearsall and Diggs almost equally.
Yeah, I love them both in the 60s. I mean, I think they are
both Purdy and
yeah.
So how do you want to handle this? Do you want to pull up like a Jaden Reed, or Matthew Golden, Chris Godwin? What are you thinking here? That's top of ADP.
You look at the top.
Well, it's all running backs, Steve. That's why I would have been happy to take DK Metcalf and get like a David Montgomery or Pacheco here.
Can you scroll down past Laporta?
Yes.
So Reed is the top
after
receiver.
Laporta, Reed is the top receiver. Reed is gone. Godwin, Mbuka, Shakir, Downs are the top receivers.
I mean, I'm fine with one of the Tampa Bay guys if you feel more confident in Mbuka.
Godwin goes. So it's Downs or Mbuka for me. I'm fine either one. No bye week issues. 11 seconds. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go Downs. I mean,
okay.
I
mean, Mbuka does open another stack, but too late.
Yeah.
Okay, so catching up at receiver 0-3-4. Let's just think through our stacks here. Higgins gone. I do think the guy at the one spot was smart. So we have potentially Lawrence, Purdy. I just like to keep an eye. I do use the star method. Sometimes it goes awry, but okay. I have a lot of Lawrence. I was tracking like my Lawrence and like the higher dollar.
Yeah.
But because I do take a lot of Travis Hunter, obviously BTJ when I can take him, but obviously have the option. I'm over 20% on Travis Hunter, which is was my goal all along. Back to Mike Robb. I mean, everybody's channel needs a Mike Robb as loyal as Mike Robb. That's what I'll say. Everybody's YouTube. We are working our way to 1K. Want to do a 24-hour live stream. If it happens before the NFL season, we'll do a 24-hour live stream. If it doesn't happen until after the NFL season, then you'll have to wait till big board season. So help us get to 1K. We're only down to 30 some days. So it's going to take a lot, but if guys like Mike Robb or step up here, I mean, I have to read this again. We have these FanSpeak fan accounts are digging into this Bruni cheating scandal. Justice for Steve, hashtag Bruni burner a day gets you to 1K. That was absolutely amazing, Mike Robb. We love it. And thank you again for all your support. We appreciate everybody that joins us on the show, in the stream, hits the like button, subscribes, of course, joins us in the drafts. But yeah, Mike Robb, you are a gift. We love it. Huheim says Pearsall, Diggs in every draft. Yeah, I love them both so much. So yeah, the drafts I get
both of them. Now that's really tough to do.
Yeah, now that's much harder. Yeah, Huheim says I'm unintentionally making a Bijan stand in his Husky. So you talked about yesterday how he made a big Puka stand, and I like this strategy for Huheim's going big stand on his round 1 pick when he can. So. But I guess you need a lot of early picks though for that. Yeah, that is true. It was easier to do with Puka because you can pull Puka up. Okay, so we are up at, what numbers are we up at? 100? No, sorry, 93 and 100. So top of ADP, not mixing. Mooney, Pittman, or we could go Scattaboo. That's lower.
You want to take Scattaboo?
Here?
Yeah, he might not come back. Or Purdy here and Scattaboo on the bring back.
Okay. You don't have to twist my arm for that. And then hyper fragile and done, because that would be week 9, 5, 7, 14 if we did that. I say yes. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Steve,
Steve,
if we get like a late fall on a Taj Brooks or something like that, we could tack that on. But
yeah, I mean, we did catch up rather well with, Downs is our fourth running back or receiver, but I still think like a 3-4-8-3 is kind of what I like to do when you take 3 running backs in the first 4 rounds. He's there. Our guy is there. Steve, you totally redeemed yourself.
Oh my.
I like it. I'm going to bring the board back over.
I want to ask Neil how many slows he's in right now.
Okay. Yeah. So Steve's loves the slow streets, has gotten me more into the slow streets. And I do think it's helped me. Honestly, I've gotten really into it. Neil, how many slows? I saw you do the scroll and the tweet the other day, and he had a great, Neil's Twitter's undefeated. It's just like Mike Robb's comments are undefeated. He's hysterical. And he said something like, some people just don't want it enough or something like that. And he scrolled all his slows. So Neil, if you're listening still, how many slows? Steve, do you want to reveal your slows yet? And our guy PropSpot AI, I've worked with him, always a good account to follow, and obviously a great tool to use. PropSpot AI says NFL is back. Rejoice! Just popping in to say hello to my favorite best ball crew. This is a guy to follow as we approach the season in the sports betting space. So we appreciate you for jumping in and saying hello as well. But yeah, so Steve, do you want to reveal how many slows?
I'm trying to do some quick math. This is almost as bad as bi-week math.
It's like bi-week math. Yeah. Yeah.
All
right. So we'll be up again 117.
100, around 170.
170 slows?
Yeah, just on underdog.
Wow.
That's not what I'm up on. I'm only up on 35.
Right. Right. Because Neil said I'm up on so many slows right now. Right.
Yeah.
I do think it's fun, like for the people that say slow drafts, but it does it gives you something to do almost like different points of the day. Like you wake up and you're like, okay, got to do my drafts. Lunchtime, got to do my drafts. Dinner time, got to do my drafts. Bedtime, got to do my drafts. And so, because if you have enough, you're always kind of going to be up on the clock if you're checking like 4 or 5 times a day. So yeah, and then you can kind of look ahead and say, oh, okay, I'm coming up on my chow chow, or I'm coming up on my Bulldog 2. What do I want to do? And think it through, do some queuing, use the star method. That's what I like to do. So, all right. Yes, but definitely rejoice that the NFL is back. I always get so sad as the Super Bowl playoffs are winding down, the Super Bowl, and I get so happy Hall of Fame game preseason starts, even though it's just preseason. And yeah, the start of the NFL season, I lose my mind. Okay, so we're up at still a little early for Lawrence, 118. We're done at running back. So let's look at receiver, tight end, Kraft, Njoku. I'd be fine with either. Kirk, Mims, if you want a 5th receiver.
I think we go Kraft.
Okay. Works for me. I only have 9%. I want more. So we're at 1441, kind of balanced out after doing kind of this hyper fragile approach. Do we just take Lawrence at 124, even though that's pretty early for him? Or do you want to get, and it does get receiver, but then I'm trying to think of our other stacks.
Love would be the only one.
What's that?
Love would be the only one.
Oh, right. That does add another one. And Love is, no, he's gone already.
He took him. Okay. I did not pay attention to that.
Yeah. Where did he go? Okay. He just went around the turn. Okay. So we took Kraft and then Jordan Love goes. So that is not
because that's why I said Kraft over Loveland, because Love would have opened up.
It's not like we have any Herbert. I wish we had like Herbert outs. He's hard to backstack unless you want to do QJ, because there's a lot of talk of him running more. So I'm really into that. I would be fine backstacking him, but I don't know. What do you want to do here? We're on the clock, 14 seconds.
I'm fine either way. I mean, Lawrence, I think makes a ton of sense, but we could do Herbert and QJ.
What do you got? 7 seconds, so call it.
Let's-
I mean, I'm
Let's
fine.
do Lawrence.
Do Lawrence. We got the stack. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, if like Herbert had like a big fall for some reason, we could, essentially triple tap.
Yeah.
Nope, he didn't. He's gone. The other reason I'm fine taking Lawrence there is this does seem like a room that, is not going to let quarterbacks fall.
Yeah, I don't think quarterbacks come back to us.
You can kind of tell, like, if it's going to be a room that like quarterbacks could come back to you and stuff. So, all right. So 2, 4, 4, 1. I'll just read it through. Purdy, Lawrence, Barkley, Jacobs, Cook, Scattaboo, Higgins, Hunter, Pearsall, Downs, Tucker Kraft. Honestly, I like that. Definitely going to have to be 8 receivers with the way we started, but I'm fine with that. There's honestly a lot of like this kind of range of receivers kind of grosses me out, but like the range of like, Alec Pierce, Keenan Allen still, Slayton, Hopkins for our guy Mike Robb. I don't mind like getting.
Yeah.
I mean, now we're going to need 4 of those type receivers, but yeah.
Yeah. There's always Tyler Lockett.
No, Steve, come on. Steve, we were looking at analyzing some of your higher dollar ones, and I was a little disgusted. I mean, if you want to put Tyler Lockett in a $5 contest, go for it. But you have put him in some like $50 and $75 contest. I mean, please say you didn't put him in a Dalmatian. That is
I might have.
gross. Okay. All right. We don't have any other stacks that we can. I mean, yeah, Love would have made a lot of sense because we have Jacobs and Kraft. So I do like that Kraft pick because we were just team correlating. Herbert, we could have backstack. He's gone. Definitely run on quarterbacks. It's to like the Bryce Young, Cam Ward, Matthew Stafford area here. So let me share the tab. We're up in 3 at 141 and then again soon after. So only looking here, these positions, top of ADP is Quentin Johnson. So it would have worked at, no, now he's gone. Okay. Ferguson, Pitts, Tillman.
I think we need some receiver. Let's go Tillman.
I was just going to say, this is like a cutoff where Tillman is my 5th receiver, especially when I'm doing 8, feels fine. So has there been any, why does it say it's not my turn to make a pick? Okay, whatever. There it is. Tillman is, has there been any camp reports on Tillman after he got kind of banged up and then it was like false alarm, he's fine basically,
Yeah.
right?
That's all I saw is like he was back out there. I haven't seen anything major.
Okay, top of ADP. I mean, obviously I haven't updated my rankings by the way, so likely is, ranked much lower and obviously going to fall now. Leggett, Palmer, Pitts, Tua, likely Dubs, and then like Cam Ward, Bryce Young. Did you want to get like a Cam Ward, Bryce Young in back stack? Did you want to? Because we don't have really like any other stacks built because I don't really feel comfortable going Colts unless, I don't really feel comfortable going Colts, right? Given the current situation in a higher dollar contest again, and a cheaper one, I'd take my shots. But I honestly don't mind if you want to further correlate and do Dubs and then give optionality.
I think Dubs is a good solid
it's
pick.
kind of just team correlating there. And then, so you're fine with Dubs as our 6th. So, honestly, did a pretty good job catching up at receiver to get Higgins, Hunter, Pearsall, Downs, Tillman, Dubs. Still could potentially do 8, but 2, 4, 6, 1. I'll bring the full board back over. Something funny at chat.
Well, Pepper Tony's got my back, and then Mike Robb has another good comment.
Okay, Mike, Pepper Tony does have your back. I like this. But Cam Ward backstack sweet families. That's good. I am a believer in Cam Ward. I actually need to take some more Cam Ward. I'm doing in time box contests. There was another good Restrepo report. He's with the 2s, but I think that could be a fun time box contest, which this is. But I just feel like Lockett could be one of those that like starts fine, but like, is he really going to do anything? But Pepper Tony does agree with you. Okay, with the Mike Robb, with the way Steve drafts in the late rounds, that man is hella fun in Vegas. LOL. Give me $20 on 00 and let it ride, baby. So you could probably guess the age, but a milestone birthday of mine. We did a Vegas trip. Let me scroll up the board here. With the family, And then I did a Vegas trip with the friends. So family first, and then friends came into town and whooped it up with friends for celebrating a milestone birthday. It was Steve's first trip to Vegas. And I may have told this story on this channel before. He said the funniest line. I knew exactly what he meant. He was looking around the sports book and he looked at me and he was like, "Is this heaven?" And I knew exactly what movie he was doing. I was like, "No, it's Vegas." So if you watch Field of Dreams, no, it's Iowa. I said, "No, it's Vegas." But I knew exactly where you're going. It was well done, Steve. Steve was constantly in the sports book, basically lived in the sports book.
And poker room.
And poker room. Yeah. Yeah. Where'd you play poker at? Bellagio? Bellagio, right? Yeah. Did they have a nice poker room?
It was solid. Yeah.
Yeah. So need another family trip to the Shout family, National Lampoon Shout family vacation to Vegas. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's get back to his Restrepo comment. Let me share this tab. Up in 165, Steve. So 2461. Is there any? Oh, shoot. We're down to the Darnold, Aaron Rodgers range. Do you want to just go your guy Thielen?
Let's go Thielen. Let's get our guy.
Panic pick. I mean, you have Thielen in like every high dollar contest too. I'm concerned.
But
I mean, this actually gives options. If we did want to stop at 7, we could, because they're actually different bye weeks except for Pearsall and Thielen, I think.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. I don't know. So where do you want to go here at 172? Do we have any Seahawks?
No.
We don't have any Steelers because you wouldn't let me take DK Metcalf. But we could take one of. Okay, did Rodgers go? No, he's there. Okay, Richardson just went. Which you and I still aren't taking Richardson that much. I certainly wouldn't in a high dollar contest. But do you want to take a Rodgers or Darnold here?
Yeah. Let's go Rodgers because it's a different buy than Lawrence.
Yeah, different buy than Lawrence, and we need more tight ends. And there's a certain tight end that goes very late. That part of the power couple name that I did earlier. So, what did I say? John, I can't even remember what I said. Was it
John Fryer Smith? John Fryer Smith.
Yeah, John Fryer Smith or something like that. Where did John go in this one? See,
I don't think he's gone yet.
Oh wow, so he's still there. I mean, Fryer Smith goes so late now.
Yeah.
So I'll cue. Yeah, John is still there. Wow. That might feed families. I don't know, probably not, but
I mean, it could.
Getting Jonnu that late. So our guy Who Hames, of course, always love to see Who Hames in here. 17% pre-draft for Strepo. Loving these reports. Yeah, I mean, I didn't take him much pre-draft, honestly, but I've definitely done a little bit in the time box contest. So especially when I have Cam Ward. Honestly, it's been mostly when I had Cam Ward, but that's awesome. Who Hames. So anyways, Who Hames, how's your super flex drafter streets going, Steve? Are you doing most of those slow, or have you done any of those fast?
Yeah, I'm doing most slow.
You jumped on with Who Hames the other day, right?
Yeah, but on my own, I think I've only done 2 fasts, and then I've done I'm up to 15 slows going.
Okay, Chris Manzone, good to see you. He's saying what we're trying to say here.
Yeah.
Took Jonnu at 198 and a Husky just now. We're being silly. Yes, exactly. That's what we're saying. Like, people take these things, I know people talk about a lot in the best ball space, like the double counting, that kind of stuff. It's the overblowing things, anything, any news. But, and that's why I think, I wouldn't be surprised if Gesicki starts falling. I mean, is anybody really, no offense. I mean, if he starts falling to the 17th round, great. Jonnu falling this far. Freiermuth sometimes goes undrafted or 18th round. Wild. And then, our guy, Tim, good to see you. I think Freiermuth will still be a solid tight end that produces this year. Yeah. And you said, you've gone over the stats with the Falcons and, it's going to come down to touchdowns, but, they likely still could have decent finishes, but certainly outproduce their ADP.
I think both end up top 5 on the Steelers in targets. And, people worry about that, but the coaches are saying, Aaron Rodgers is saying they're going to throw the ball.
Yeah.
He threw the ball quite a bit last year with the Jets. I think even with the Steelers and Arthur Smith, they are going to throw the ball. I could see 600 total attempts. So it could be real nice.
Yeah, Jonnu Fryermuth, great this year. That's what we're banking on. Who says I've only done 7 of the Superflex drafter is going to hit them next week, I think. The fullback Jonnu's coach speak, I believe I did see that. Arthur Smith working him in at fullback. So 2 picks away. Jonnu's still there. If he's there at 189, it's snap pick, right?
Yeah.
All right, come on. Okay. Wow. Okay. It went Gesicki at 187. So he's already falling, to my point earlier. Jonnu falling to 189. Hello. This is awesome. I love it. Okay. Now I all of a sudden love this team, Steve. Okay.
Yeah, we do have 2 week 5 by tight ends, unfortunately.
Okay. So we got to get rid of. All right. So let's find, a tight end, like even if it's like kind of flourish to like that should be playing, like not Darren Waller, like Jatavian Sanders, Schultz, even Chig, but like those 3 as opposed to like, I
think Juwan Johnson is, that injury.
What was his injury? It was
nothing.
Well, we're coming back up. Do you just want to take one of these guys now and be done? I do, because we had to wait a long time, and we're taking a flyer pick. So can we go JT?
Yeah.
I like it the best. A really good coach speak on Sanders, by the way, too. New Orleans, Tampa, Seattle. I was trying to think if we had any correlations there. But yeah. Okay. So we're at 3-4-7-3. So now the question just becomes, Steve, do we do 3-4-8-3 or 3-5-7-3? We did catch up, but I'd say we just take whatever value looks good, right?
Yeah, no, I agree.
I personally am not worried about Fant, especially when I assumed what would happen, and Gesicki fell to, where'd he go here? 187, where he was going, 170-ish?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Wasn't that? Yeah. So, he fell to 187. To me, 16th round Gesicki, I am more than fine. I am not worried about Noah Fant. Yes, is he going to work in and that kind of stuff? But yeah. So I absolutely love it. Steve, I think you feel similar, right?
Yeah, minor concern, but not too much. Like, I was more bullish on Gesicki. I think I had him in the 150s, so I bumped him back down to the 170s.
I actually forgot to bump him down. He's one, but honestly, I love him so much that I will tweak him down. But like, I'm going to be taking him in the one. I think
Gesicki still ends up being the 3rd target on that team.
Yes. Okay. So we answered that question. Good question though, but we are not really worried about Fant. Steve did bump him down a little bit. Getting him in the 16th round is a no-brainer. We're still going to be drafting him, especially just like the Jonnu Fryermuth situation when he falls. But honestly, I would still take him in the 170s. Yeah. Peppertoni said, think you can eat a 0 at tight end. Yeah, sure. With the 3 of 12. Yeah, definitely. But we were going to take a 3rd tight end anyways. So, because it's not like we took like a really early one. So I'm fine. And Panthers stacks are kind of fun this year, and there's a lot of options, but kind of fun this year. We did kind of correlate obviously with both Thielen and JT Sanders. So coming up at 213, let's just look at best available. If Keenan Allen's there, that's pretty damn interesting. You could good coach speak on Roman Wilson. I know I pushed that button a little too much. But it looks like all of our other favorite rookies are gone. I don't see any Jarquez Hunter or unless Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt's there, unless you want to get wild on that. Nope, he's gone. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt's gone. Jarquez Hunter, Taj Brooks, Brashard Smith, those are kind of our favorite, especially Brashard Smith and Taj Brooks, especially with the recent news, have been our favorite. Okay, so everybody goes. Keenan Allen goes. MVS goes. There's Roman Wilson. I don't really see anywhere else to go unless you want to go Keon Mitchell. What do you want to do?
We could do Marshawn Lloyd just to have the Packers.
No, Steve, no, that's so gross. I do not. Come on, I let you. Can I win this one when
okay.
You got James Cook. Marshawn Lloyd he's hurt again. Oh, it avoids long-term injury. Okay, avoided long-term injury, but he just feels like he doesn't. I don't know. I thought there was camp reports that Emmanuel Wilson is still looking good as the number 2. Correct?
No, I think there's some of that, but
I'd
just
rather go
a handcuff.
Yeah, but that's not even a guaranteed handcuff. That's my point. Isn't it?
True.
Yeah. Okay.
And probably if anyone, you wouldn't have liked my other option.
What was your other option?
Raheem Mostert.
No, Steve. God, you were such a good basketball player, but we've got to work on the olds. There was some good camp reports on Roman Wilson today. Caught it like a 50-yard catch over who's the guy whose kid the dad played for him for the Steelers.
Porter. Joey Porter.
Yes, he caught it over Joey Porter. So, okay, let's look at Coolers and our team really quick, and then we'll jump into another Husky. I haven't even checked the likes. We're just feeling like let's just keep drafting. So we ended up 3-4-8-3, did Hyper Fragile, Brock Purdy, Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, James Cook, Cam Scatterbo, God bless America, love it, T. Higgins, Travis Hunter, Ricky Pearsall, Josh Downs, Cedric Tillman, Romeo Doubs, Adam Thielen, Roman Wilson, Tucker Kraft, Jonnu Smith, Jatavion Sanders. Even though we kind of did the loaded up on running backs, we kind of caught up on receiver. But I mean, our fifth receiver, Tillman, Doubs, Thielen. I like tacking on Roman Wilson there, especially when all our favorite rookie running backs kind of went. And then, we correlated, obviously our three stacks, had some team correlation with the Packers and somewhere else maybe. But no, I like this team a lot. I ended up liking how we landed the plane. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it works.
You don't seem as enthused as me.
I mean, I'm less of a fan of Hyper Fragile. I generally like just having a.
But you're not just going to take a running back to take a running back. I mean, Marshawn Lloyd.
I would take Mostert.
Come on, Steve. My 1% is because of you.
I'm sure.
Oof. Okay. Let's look at Cooler's team. I mean, that can't be the reason you're not pumped about this team is not getting Mostert. Steve, no. Do you remember my Bulldog finals team? 5th place was Hyper Fragile. I mean, stop me if you've heard this story before. It's not like I don't tell it every freaking stream. Okay, Coolers from the 9 position, 2-6-8-2. Baker Caleb, that is super fun. Oh, he got Christian McCaffrey at 8. I love that. Absolutely love that. When I'm later in the draft and I can get McCaffrey, I'm happy. I am a McCaffrey girl. So love the McCaffrey, Hubbard, Aaron Jones, Rashad White, Roshan Johnson, DJ Giddens. That is fun. JSN, Mike Evans, obviously stacked, Juwan Jennings, Rashad Bateman, Hollywood Brown, Xavier Legette, Jalen McMillan, Darius Slayton, very fun. And then Brock Bowers, Kate Otten. I absolutely like his team a lot. Obviously, stacked up. Who did he get? Actually, he got Roshan correlated with Caleb, but no, I love his 2 quarterbacks and, each room feels super solid. Basically, yeah. I think when you get quarterback stacks you like and each room feels comfortable, I think that is awesome. Any thoughts on Cooler's team before we?
No, I mean, I think it's, well built overall, two good quarterbacks in that mid tier that feels so good. And then, his running backs, start strong, and then he's got a lot of good shots there. Really an elite tight end plus Otten, I think, is good. And yeah, the receiver room's pretty good as well.
More likely to happen now. Keenan Allen actually says with his own mouth that he wants to play or the Rapture. Sorry, we already saw the disbanded Brotherhood . Haven't been getting enough Dallas. I'll probably be regretting that in December. I'm consciously right now looking at my team exposures, player exposures, and absolutely trying to push exposures now. And Dallas, and especially Dallas passing game, is one. I'm with you, Tim. I am trying to get more. I'm actively trying to get more Dallas. That's why I've been taking, I know Pickens went the pick before that James Cook pick. I'm taking more Pickens. I like the pick in general, but I definitely want more Dallas passing game. So I'm definitely trying to push exposures and need to work on game more Dallas. Bingo halls, Meg, bingo halls. Steve just can't kick the olds. That's right. Bingo hall. That's right. Bingo halls. Bingo hall. He says you and Bruni hang out at bingo halls to pick up chicks. That's right. That's hysterical. It took me a minute to get it there, and I got all the way there. Players definitely go way before ADP in these. Absolutely, definitely go get your guy's situation in these expensive, more higher dollar contests. I've only done 3, but routinely see players go 20 or 30 spots ahead. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Typical sibling bullying forces James Cook as RB3, then complains about not having enough running backs. Manzone's on my team, Steve.
Yeah,
you have a lot of people defend you, but I gotta take it when take credit when people are defending me. Thank you, Manzone. I appreciate it. Or Mazone, yes. Coolers. I was planning on doing a Purdy double, and then some jerk took him instead. At least we had it stacked. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Mufasa. I think both teams were really solid. So hopefully Coolers and our team moving on, and then someone else can join us because nobody else was in this draft. So let's go over here. I'll just enter it here. Hopefully we don't have any issues. So we're going to do one more Husky. If you'd like to join us, I will count it down. Let me cue it up here. So if you would like to join us, I will count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter. And 5 more people. So no issues. If you'd like to join us, waiting for 4. Hartman, did I cook? We didn't miss Hartman's team, did we?
No, I didn't. I didn't think I saw him in there.
I gotta look on my phone. I don't think. No, I know Hartman's UD handle. Wait, our draft summary came up. Unless you have a burner account, Hartman, I don't see you in here. Time to get out slow draft hell as I watch you draft again. Good luck. Thank you, Coolers, and thank you for joining us. Yeah, here in the show, in the chat, and in that last draft. That was fun. I think we're both moving on. That's our hope. Fingers crossed. All right.
Still waiting on one.
So. Yeah, just waiting on one. So, all right, Steve, let's see what pick number we get this time. All right, we're starting in a minute, and I'd like an early one again. Yep, 3. Okay. I'd ideally like Bijan or Lamb, mix it up here because, again, I've been getting a lot, not complaining because I honestly like the mid to late picks because I do like McCaffrey a lot. And then, when you get in on that back half of the board, like 8 through 12, it feels like you're almost getting 2 first-round picks. But I want to balance it out for these higher dollar great advance rate contests and balance out the first round. So I like that we got 2 early ones here, Steve.
Yeah, we got a couple of people in this draft with us.
Yes, we do. Okay, good to see. So Vaporware 2, we are at 3. I saw Mr. Mufasa at 8 and
Lego
and Hartman. Okay.
And
okay.
Chris usually joins us also.
Who?
Lego.
Okay.
Chris.
Oh, okay. Is that Manzone?
No. It's a different Chris.
Okay, different Chris.
I
haven't
seen him comment yet, but
okay. So he sometimes joins in chat. Okay, so potentially Lego's in here, and definitely Hartman is in here. So we'll see if you cook in this one, Hartman. He is at the 12 spot. So fun friends and family draft here. Okay, so we'll see what Vaporware does. And then if he takes Bijan, are you fine? Can we do Lamb? I just want to balance out my early stuff. Okay. All right. So let me bring the board back over, see what people do in the first round here. I haven't eaten dinner yet because the rankings took me way longer than I thought. So I'll be having a very late dinner tonight. But that's okay.
Go to chat.
Yes. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me. All right. Mike Rob, what are both of your definitions of a high dollar draft? Like, where does it start to you? As I know everyone is a bit different. Yeah, no, for me, and it's also these great, advance rate. I mean, especially 3 of 12, which is rare, but this year now this is our 3rd one, right, Steve? Because it was the Dalmatian, Bulldog. Well, I guess 4th, Bulldog 2, and this wasn't Bulldog. Chow Chow was 3 of 12 too.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I thought you were just talking higher dollar contests.
No. I'm saying 3 of 12. So 3 of 12 was Dalmatian. We're both Bulldogs.
So Dalmatian was 4 of 12, but the Bulldogs are 3 of 12.
Okay. 4 of 12 Dalmatian, 3 of 12, both Bulldogs in this. So this is our 4th, that especially the good advance rates. And then the 2 of 8, 2 of 10, 1 of 5, anything like that is what I consider good advance rate contest. And then higher dollar for me is $20 to 101. I don't do anything above 101, which is the Dalmatian. So $20 to 101 are the ones where it's like, I'm not like just trying to balance exposures. I'm definitely leaning into the structures I like the most. All those things, the teams I like the most. So 20 to 101 is for me. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I think it's fair. I mean, obviously BBM is kind of its own thing. It's that being 25, but yeah, like the Pitbull, the Greyhound, and then the ones we just mentioned, I kind of put in the same bracket.
Yeah, Pitbull, Greyhound, obviously now the Husky, Chow Chow was 50, and then Bulldog 2. So
And Dalmatian.
and Dalmatian, yeah. So let me get ready to go back over here, and then I will catch up with the rest of the chat. Love you, the bracket chip. Oh yeah, love the bracket chip. Absolutely. Shanahan's going to be locked and loaded this year. Absolutely. Hey, I wouldn't be stunned if they go back to the Super Bowl. Okay, I have the right board up, right? Yes. Okay.
Yep.
So coming back up at 22, Irving, Higgins, Jacobs. We got Higgins and Jacobs last time. Where do you want to go
Bucky.
here?
Let's do Bucky.
I didn't know I have a lot of Bucky Lamb. I'm trying to think if I have Bucky or Lamb Higgins. I don't know. You really want to go Bucky?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Liam Higgins is fine, but
I'm just trying to think through some of my higher dollar. Again, 20 to 101, which is a great question by Mike Robb. So Higgins goes to Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams. I take a ton of Devontae, though I've taken a good bit of Harrison too in higher dollar contests. Where do you want to go here?
I'd do Devontae.
I do him so much in these high dollar stuff.
I'd then go elite quarterback.
You don't like taking Marvin Harrison?
Not really, especially not unless it's part of like some sort of bring back or something.
Oh, I'm in for a Marvin Harrison year too. I mean, where do you have him ranked? You still take him some, right?
Yeah, I'm like middle of the third, but I mean, Adams can be wide receiver 5. Like, we should be on. Like, dude's dominated every year with much worse quarterback play, assuming Stafford is healthy.
So, Hames, we are drafting another Husky. So this is our second Husky together tonight. Hartman says Lamb is the true 102. Yeah, I don't mind that call.
He's got a massive exposure. I think he's like 20-25% on Lamb.
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. No, that I mean, that's fair. I think Dallas, I said in the first one, the first draft that I am, making a active, effort to take more Dallas passing game, more Dak stacks, and more Lamb when I can. So yeah, I need more Lamb in general. That's awesome that you have a big stand. I think my biggest stand in the first round is McCaffrey. I do get a lot of mid round or mid to late, and that's my biggest stand, but I like the Lamb stand. It's hard to say as well. And I'm happy we took him in this one. Hopefully we can get Dak. We have a lot of friends and family in the room. I have to take him a little early. Obviously, we'll see where Pickens goes in this one. So, all right. Do you have the game on in the background, Steve? Any updates?
I don't. I turned it off before I jumped on.
Okay. Mr. Mufasa says vaporware. Let's see what vaporware is.
Pulled up Hampton.
Oh, okay. Yes. Bijan, Higgins, Hampton. Okay. Very nice. Yeah. I think, okay. Hames, Bijan says Bijan is who I have ranked 102.
Yeah, that's my guy.
So I will say, I said, I'm not balancing exposures. In these higher dollar, I mean, like overall, like if I look at my exposures and I'm like, only like, I'm just making it up like 6% on some guy. I'm like, I'm not going to just take him just to balance out, but I am trying to balance my exposures and again, good question by Mike Robb, the 20 to 101 good advanced rate contests. Like, like I said about Devontae, I do have a ton of Devontae because I take him a ton in round 3. And so, I am trying to balance my like combos and exposures of the higher dollar ones. I will say that too.
How much Chase do you have?
I do not get a lot of one. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I do take them every time at 1, but I have not gotten many of the 1 pick. Let me look it up. Wow. We are looking, or while we were waiting, excuse me, let me know if we come back up. I'm looking at my exposure.
2 picks.
Oh, we are? Oh, shit, that was fast. Okay. Glad you let me know. Okay, so we are up here at 46. Oh, let's double stack. Can we do it, please? Oh, I thought you were going to push back. I'm so happy.
No, and I think it also increases our odds of getting Dak.
Well, yeah, I would hope.
Yeah, I mean, if you just type in Chase in the thing, you'll see from the best ball overlay.
I thought once it's drafted, it doesn't.
I
Oh,
think
oh no,
she's
you're right.
cool.
No, yeah, 5%. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
5%. Yeah, I swear I take them at first every time, and I just
Well, that's the
haven't.
thing. Like, last year this time, Lamb and McCaffrey are basically 50-50 in the 1-1.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, exactly. Okay, so Vaporware, I had Kenneth Walker queued. Vaporwares goes Kenneth Walker. I have JMO next in my
Let's go, JMO.
yeah. I have just 10% JMO, and I love JMO. We have 2 week 10, 2 week 8, but
Yeah.
just have to be cautious of that moving forward. 0140 to start. Go back over here. All right. All right. So do we have any other? Yeah, we could do. I mean, obviously Stafford's later. So, Goff is actually falling, isn't he?
Yeah, some Goff is weird. Sometimes you see him go right at ADP, and then other times you'll see him fall like 3
Into
rounds.
the 120s or something. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I thought he was like 108, 110, and now he's 118. So, I mean, it's been a slow, trickle, I think. So,
yeah, it's tough because he doesn't have any backstack options. All his guys, even the running backs, 2 running backs go ahead of him. So I think that's why if those teams like already have like an elite or 2 quarterbacks, then they just keep passing on him because it's like, well, we don't want him.
Right.
But then nobody else takes him because he's not, backstackable.
I didn't think Rome would fall back to all the way back to us, but he's one I've been trying to make a effort to take more of. So we'll be back up at 70 and 75 here. I wrote an article on the FanSpeak Best Ball Substack, link in description, just $34.99 a year. And Steve has an article to post tomorrow. We'll be posting tomorrow, but I wrote an article about and I did this for the marathon experiment, but I did like more options of like, these are like different pockets. And, these are my favorite picks in each round. Devontae was one in round 3, by the way. So I do take a good bit of Devontae, of course, but I talked about round 6, how is coming up here. Round 6 is like the running back sweet spot for me. And actually there has been a little run on running backs here. Caleb Johnson just goes. So, a bit of a run normally. And, obviously we were at the back half of round 6, but round 6 is a running back sweet spot for me. And I wrote about that in the recent article. So Kamara and Montgomery are still there. Kamara goes, let me move over the board. Give me 1 second. Okay, we are on the clock. Monty's fine?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, obviously, we've got the Detroit thing going there already with JMO too. So I like that. We'll be back up at 75. Top of ADP, if you wanted to double tap running back, is Tony Pollard. Let me look at other receivers. There is Pearsall still there, which he doesn't fall that late. So I kind of like that. And then we have the optionality if we wanted to stop at 6, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, though we don't because the bye weeks maybe, right? Because then you'd only have 4 on week 8 and 10.
Yeah, I mean we can figure it out. We can still maybe go 7, but we don't have to take another one until Tyler Lockett.
Oh God. So we went.
We can't get him.
Oh, thank God. Okay, yeah, we went 5 of our first 7 picks receiver. So, those are the type of, drafts. I mean, that I think you can stop at 6, but I would prefer, just like Hyperfragile, if you're going to stop at 4, I prefer it to all be different bye weeks. And this, I prefer it to be mostly different bye weeks.
Yeah.
So, if the Amon-Ra drafter doesn't take him, meaning Goff, he can fall 20-ish spots. So I think, but it's crazy because obviously both Laporta and JMO go in front of him too, or in front of Goff. That is, pretty sure Steve is going to have Trey Lance above A-Rich, DeAndre Hopkins, and Zay Flowers by the end of this game. Is Trey Lance doing well, Mike Rob? I would give us the update.
I mean, he was off to a good start early before I turned it off. So
That's hysterical. Mike Robb gives Steve a hard time about his low. Both of us have a very low A-Rich ranking. Obviously, there is good camp reports. He could win the job, but you know what I say?
I moved him up considerably.
I moved him up. Yeah, I moved him up too. And I put him and Daniel Jones right next to each other. Then it's like leaves you the option. Who do you think? Choose your fighter. I think, honestly, if A-Rich got the starring nod, it would probably be fine for the Daniel Jones bags because I do not see him finishing the season. Don't even see him playing a majority of the season based on injury history. Just boneheaded stuff, bad play, so I don't know. I'm fine with that. Thoughts?
I mean, I'm going to take him some, but yeah, probably not in these kind of drafts.
Oh, wait, are you talking about A-Rich or Daniel Jones right now?
Both. I think both of them are takeable because I think both will play.
I will start to take some A-Rich in cheaper contests, but I'm not. Yeah. I will not. I will start, and I will do. Go ahead, you go, and then I'll go.
I did take a Daniel Jones and Husky with the badge rose the other day, just to get
that's
a third
great.
Quarterback, but it was 18th round, and I had Downs and Taylor.
ADP 108 is 94 too early. I mean, we could come back top of the board. Mason, Mooney. We do kind of need a running back. Thoughts? 6 seconds.
Let's take Mason, and then I think Dak's going to be there in a couple of picks.
Yeah, we're at 99.
We're not going to get Scatterboo, but
oh God, this is ruined. We should have just taken Dak and Scatterboo.
The fact that we took both Pickens and Lamb, I think Dak will come back to us.
What's vaporware got cooked up here? He could do a Drake May stack soon. He took Scatterboo. He wouldn't have made it back to us anyways.
There we go. He made it feel.
Thank you, Vaporware, for making us feel better that we need to take our Dak stack here. Thank you. We appreciate you. 135 and great pick, by the way. I think you know that. Oops, I just opened another window. That was not intentional. The final summary on like the A-Rich Daniel Jones stuff for me is I moved the Anthony Richardson up, but I have him right next to Daniel Jones. I still like the Daniel Jones play, but now it's obviously more ambiguous. Even if A-Rich wins the job, I still am fine with my Daniel Jones bags. I still think Daniel Jones plays more games this season. So, and I'm only drafting either now in cheaper leagues. You said you drafted Daniel Jones in the Husky with the Badge Bros. But generally you will draft both now, but more in cheaper leagues, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. Yeah. That's saying what I was wanting to finally say before I forget, I'm starting to get so hungry, is last year I did a couple like elite quarterback, like Josh Allen or Lamar. And then I did both the Steelers quarterbacks, both the Vikings quarterbacks. Didn't work for the Vikings, but the one with the Steelers did make the playoffs. Did a couple of them that both made the playoffs too. So I think you could do something like that too. If you want to take like a Josh Allen, Lamar, Jaden Hurts, and then take, well, I forget what bye weeks, but no, I don't think there's any bye conflict. And then take both Colts quarterbacks. I don't think that's that crazy. I think, could see both. So ADP doesn't matter after about 120. So feel free to grab Lockett soon. We have 2 week 10 buys, so we can't do it. Who got Amon-Ra? So Amon-Ra went.
I'm guessing he did.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Who got Amon-Ra? Yes. He's at the turn. Amon-Ra. Henry. That's a fun start. Amon-Ra, Henry.
He just took off.
Yeah. And then, that makes sense that he took off. So yes, makes a ton of sense like that. Hartman, you're cooking for sure. I should have guessed.
Caught in chat.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. That he caught a shot. Should have guessed you were streaming this, Meg. Love it. Good to see you, Vaporware. Yes. And saying hi to the folks. Okay. Who Hames moved A-Rich up to 160. You said you moved him up to 180.
Like 178 or something like that. I can't remember the exact number now, but
yeah, win is big. Upside is risky. And Hartman said, sadly, I'll take Jared Goff. I'm just so skeptical that he plays anytime at the end of the year. And so that's how I'm playing it. But I cannot deny that his upside is big with the running.
We're on the clock.
Shut up. Are we?
We are.
Oh my God. Okay. 13 seconds. Drake May.
Take Drake May.
Do we have, I don't even know what. Okay.
We don't have any stack, but we need a second quarterback because Goff was taken.
Oh my God. We're getting 118. Totally fine by me. Oh my God.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Vaporware has Diggs, so he's probably so pissed at us right now. But
yeah.
Sorry,
he just took Stevenson to be like, F you. Yeah, he did not. Hey, I mean, that's way past his ADP. In fairness, Vaporware, he's ADP of like 113. I know because I take Drake made an obsessive amount. And he's easy to backstack. We got Kyle Williams, Pop Douglas, really good reports. Hunter Henry. So we're gonna back
chat right now because I can't see players.
What? Oh,
can
sorry.
You remove
okay, we're back on the thing. Okay.
Good.
You
want to go Loveland?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah. ADP Loveland, Burden, Njoku, Kirk. So yeah, that works for me. So 2, 3, 5, 1 now. I mean, I'm still bummed out we didn't get Scatterboo.
Okay.
Well, it's such a good team.
It might be payback for you taking Scatterboo. I think Meg is.
Yeah. I secretly, I would have been trying to like push stack or something crazy with the double stack. So, all right. So I'm catching up. Okay. So Hartman got Goff. So what shows do we need to track Steve on this weekend for drafting?
I probably will do a show both Saturday and Sunday. So haven't figured out times yet. I might try and get a guest or two. So we'll see. Also, could be dependent on what underdog is dropping. I think they will drop contest me tomorrow. Because of the Chihuahua filled. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, our guy Neil's back to say Mason over Scatterboo. I mean, fighting words. But he's a Vikings fan, and I do like Jordan Mason a lot. I actually have, because I don't want to look totally insane, I have Mason, then Scatterboo right underneath him in my rankings. But in my heart, it's Scatterboo, and I have like put 35 to 40% Scatterboo, and I have a good bit of Mason though. Actually, let me look that up. I have.
If you just look at our team, you can see.
No, it doesn't show it on the team thing. You have to type it in. 14% Mason, like 38% Scatterboo. But I do have it ranked slightly above. So, I totally hear you. He said, I'm sorry, forgiven. Neil, that will not be tolerated by FanSpeak. I know I'm risking a ban. We would never ban you, Neil. Never ban potential favorite here in Best Ball Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I think him and Candyman are going to be tough to beat. I'll just call my shot. We still have, and we got our guy Who Hames, who's playing next week. Who Hames faces PPR Tyler next week. So maybe I'll see Who Hames next week, and I'll be like, he's the new.
And
favorite.
Cody upset.
Oh, we're right on the clock. We're on the clock.
Yeah.
What do we do? I do not want Javante. Ferguson. Let's triple stack.
Yeah, Ferguson makes sense.
Wait, it's not the same buy. So if we wanted to stop at 2, we could.
Yeah, we could.
Okay, let's just do it.
Yeah,
big old Dallas stack.
Justin Herzig. So.
Yeah, that was a big upset. Cody over Justin Herzig. Yeah, so Cody plays, so Cody. Yeah, that's right. It's Cody, Neil, Candyman, waiting for the winner of PPR Tyler, Who Hames, and then we'll reseed for the semifinals. Very, very exciting stuff. And yeah, I can't say who the favorite is now because everybody's been impressive. And I'm sure Who Hames and PPR Tyler will be impressive next week. Okay, up in 1, top of ADP. I don't want to go Javante, Najee, Goddard, Trey Benson, Rashad White.
Sure. Or do you want to pull up like Bigsby?
Ooh, I need more Bigsby. He's gone, it looks like. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah. Which I just pulled his ranking up to like 130, so I get it.
Oh, so we have Bucky. We don't want Rashad White.
Give me we can handcuff it.
Go.
Who do you want?
Eckler.
Oops.
We got Rashad White.
Yeah, there's no chance that was happening. Yikes. Yeah, I guess it is near Eckler's ADP. So you're not worried at all, this just steam on Ja'Cory, Krosky, Marriott that could affect Eckler?
No, not really. I think
Because I've been taking a crap load late.
I think Eckler's role is much safer. I think Krosky Merritt could snipe Brian Robinson's role. I've said that since the draft. So that'd be my concern.
Hartman says getting May after ADP is the definition of can't go broke, taking a profit. Yeah, I'm so in on May this year. I'm obsessed.
John Gruden line.
Yeah, I didn't actually realize that, but then it is a good line. Tim, a Patriots fan, call me crazy, but I think Patriots are back and can win the AFC East. I think they could be back too. I actually do think they're going to be fun this year. I really do.
Yeah, no, I mean, they got the coaching staff, they got good young quarterback. Mm-hmm. They really improved their defense.
Yeah, Vrabel's such a great coach. Absolutely. Coolers Meg needs to join SWAT team after all these snipes tonight. I didn't react as much as the snipes last week. I got really, really, really upset. Okay, yeah, I do have a lot of Jordan Mason. So yeah, Neil forgives me. Got the QB1 at pick 133. Shout out to Neil. That has to be JJ McCarthy. So you got Goff and then McCarthy at 133. Yeah. Did he have Addison or Hawk? I'm guessing.
I think he's got Hawk.
Hawkinson. Yeah, very nice, Hartman. Very nice. So very impressive. Neil loves to see it. So yeah, Candy. Okay. He says far from the favorite Candyman Schneid. I mean, it's going to be who Hames says PPR will study more than me.
Okay. We're about to be on the clock, Meg.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm getting there. One pick away. Do I have the right thing shared? I think 166, 2452 ADP pop. He's raising. I know I've been raising him up the rankings.
Yeah, I raised him up some.
Yeah, because these are not my updated rankings, by the way. So let's get in on Pop, get the Drake May stack. So we got May stacked, Dak massively stacked 2462, Bucky, Montgomery, Mason, White. Okay, so we got the Tampa Bay Broom, Montgomery, Mason. This would be one where I'd love to take like a fun rookie, but we could probably do that later. We could be done at tight end. So do you like Pat Bryant, Alec Pierce in this one?
Let's go Pat Bryant.
Okay. Because we have 2 bye week 10s, 2 bye week 8s, 2 bye week 14. So we're going to have to go.
Yeah.
We have to go 7 receiver. Is he good enough though? Should we do Pierce?
No, let's do Pat Bryant.
Okay. So there's going to be 3 weeks where we only have now 5, but I don't know. What's been the coach speak on Pat Bryant lately?
I don't know about the last couple of days, but pretty good overall. From what I've seen, we could add an 8th receiver if you feel we need to.
Oh, I mean, we were so strong out of the gate with receiver. I don't think we need to for that reason. Though, I mean, I do feel like we're strong at tight end with Loveland and Ferguson, but I think this could be the old traditional 3-5-7-3, probably. Yeah. Looking at it. I'll go through the team in a minute. Let me just catch up with chat. Another impressive performance tonight. Get back to wrap up Best Ball Jeopardy from Neil. His and Candyman's bye week math is ridiculous. It's amazing. So yeah, but we got Candyman Schneid, Neil waiting for PPR Tyler, and Who Hames. He said Who Hames says PPR Tyler will study more than me. Yeah, that will be a fun matchup next week, and that's next Wednesday at 9:30. Very excited. Neil says I'll go back and watch the Who Hames episode. That was before I started watching. Okay, so we got Neil hooked now. And yeah, this is going to be a fun, next weekend semifinals coming up here. Bigsby went 120, getting a little rich. Yeah, that is getting a little rich. I did move him up to 140 something. But
that's about where I put him.
Yeah, that was early. Who Hames, you're right. It was super early. Episode 2 of Best Ball Jeopardy. So that was, early June probably. Right?
I think May, yeah.
Yeah, it might have been May. You're right. Yeah, it was only the second one. Yeah, no, you're right. It probably was May. Yeah, good point. So, all right, let's read off the team here and think this through, Steve. So, 2-4-7-2, Dak, May, both stacked, Dak massively stacked. Bucky Irving, David Montgomery, Jordan Mason, Rashad White. So Tampa handcuff room, which we've done before. I don't actually mind it that much. Liam, Devontae Adams, George Pickens, Jameson Williams, Ricky Pearsall, Demario Douglas, Pat Bryant, and then Colson Loveland, Jake Ferguson. So we have 2 bye week 10s, 2 bye week 8s, 2 bye week 14. So I am glad we have a 7th receiver. It is Pat Bryant. Hopefully he, is in line for a great season. I don't think we need to go 8 because it's so strong everywhere else. I do love Loveland Ferguson. I do think the old traditional 3-5, 7-3 works for this one. So coming up at 190, sorry, I've shared the tab now, 18 seconds, top of ADP.
Which running back?
Oh, you want to do like a Brashard Smith
Yeah.
or Taj? Let me see. I think Taj is gone. No, Taj is there. So he's
Either
been
one.
raising though. You pick.
You've less Smith. Let's go Smith.
Okay. Yep. We got it. Okay. That was what I was hoping. Let's do a fun rookie with these last few rounds. Okay. So now the question is, do we want to go A-Rod again? Because if we want a third quarterback, it's now down to the Colts or Daniel Jones, Russ Wilson, Chuck, or Rodgers. So I say yes. And do we have any other stacks built out? If not,
No.
thoughts?
Yeah, no. If he's there, I'm fine taking it.
I mean, we can clearly backstack it too. Vaporware, don't do it to us. You have 3 quarterbacks already.
He's got to be pissed about the May snipe.
All right, he's milking the clock too, making us sweat this one out. Whew. Okay, can we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All
No,
right.
I mean, I think for these things, like whether we stack them or not, like it doesn't matter. Just having a third quarterback helps your advance rate.
Yeah. Yeah, and I will go back just down here. Okay, yeah. So just one to go. Wait, we don't have a third. So we are at 3, 5, 7, 2. So yeah, as long as we can get Freiermuth, this works beautifully. I don't know that we'll be able to because it's like one of the last picks of the draft. So yeah, if he doesn't stack, what other tight ends? Because I think we're just fine. And we do have 2 week 5 buys, but we also have Ferguson, so that's fine. Theo Johnson would be the other one if we get sniped. Any other thoughts? There's a lot of the other, Ferguson went to Vaporware. So a lot of other, Arroyo's long gone now. So it's crazy how much ADP swings throughout the draft season,
Oh, for sure.
Corey Krosky Merritt goes to Lego at round 17. So yeah, we used to be able to get Brashad Smith, Taj Brooks, Corey Krosky Merritt, who's the other one, Jarquez Hunter.
Yeah.
And now you're not getting as much fall into the 18th round, though. In this one, you are. We took Brashard Smith, Corey Krosky Merritt goes there, Jarquez Hunter goes to Hartman. Hartman has a big stand on Hunter, I believe, right? Yeah,
Hartman and Williams both have big stands. I think.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Williams might have like 25% or something.
Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised Taj hasn't gone yet with the move of
Zach Moss being
cut. Yeah, I mean, you've called him your sleeper since the pre-draft process. Obviously now, like being on the Bengals and kind of looks like a solid spot for the RB2. I absolutely have loved it this whole draft process. So
yeah, Mufasa was saying Hartman, that he got sniped a couple times at quarterback. So we'll have to look at that.
Okay, we'll definitely take a look at that before we get out of here. Come on, Pat Fryer with what I call John Fryer.
John Fryer Smith.
Johnu Fryer Smith. We got Johnu, and now we get Pat Freiermuth. So we got Johnu in one, Pat Freiermuth in the other. Let's go. Love it. 3573. I'm happy. I'll wait for it to finish up, then I'll go back so we can see the whole board, catch up with chat super quick. All right. So yeah, the higher Bigsby, we talked about that. Glad this is a smaller tourney because the sniper team got me good at QB. Okay, we will take a look at that, Mr. Mufasa. So the Husky I did like 40 minutes ago. A-Rich went 147. That's what I know he's going to start like getting massively steamed up. I have a casual 36% Jarquez Hunter, love it. And then Huhame's 25% Hunter and Scatabo, top guys. Love it, guys. Absolutely love it. I think taking swings on these rookie running back and this rookie running back class is where the generational wealth could happen. So let's hope for all of our sake that does. All right, let me go to completed now and find this Husky there. I need to do some more, but okay. So read our team quick. We went over it kind of most of the way through, but 3-5-7-3, Dak, big old stack, May, Rogers, Bucky, Dave Montgomery, Jordan Mason, Rashad White, Rashard Smith. So obviously handcuffed Tampa backfield, Montgomery, Mason, Smith, upside. I like that. Lamb, Devontae Adams, George Pickens, Jamison Williams, Ricky Pearsall, Demario Douglas, Pat Bryant. I like that. Obviously double stacked Dallas and triple stacked with Ferguson, and then Pop Douglas as well. And then Colson Loveland, Jake Ferguson stacked, and Pat Fryermuth then stacked. So like that we got Jonnu with A-Rod in the first one and Pat Fryermuth in the second one. I love it. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, no, I think it's a good team. I love that receiver room and the running back. Even though we started with Bucky and then kind of waited a bit, I think it turned out well. We got Monty to fall a bit, and Mason I think is a good pick, and then even Rashard White. I mean, there were multiple games last year where both Bucky and White were putting up viable numbers.
Yes, and that's why I've done it only a handful of times, but I don't hate it. So Vaporware said I got sniped at QB2, not just May. So we did snipe him there, but we did backstack and happy with that. And as we look at his team, I'm a scatter boy, but I can't compete with your numbers. So yes, my 38% is aggressive, but I absolutely love it. Dallas stacks always feel good. Mr. Mufasa says I need more of it. So I'm very, very happy. We went a big Dallas passing game stack here. And Pat Fry is a great 18th round fallback, probably more usage than people think. Yeah, we've been talking about it almost every episode that we think Jonnu and Pat Fryermuth are underpriced. And I love that we got one of each in these Husky drafts. So now I loved our team, but it's missing Scattaboo, who Vaporware got 3-5-7-3, Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold, Bijan Robinson. So obviously working that Falcons Rams stack, Bijan Robinson, Omarion Hampton, Kenneth Walker, Cam Scattaboo, Ramondre Stevenson. That running back room is amazing. And I'm not just saying it because of obviously Scattaboo. I love Bijan. I'm starting to take more Hampton. I loved them all pre-draft. Love Kenneth Walker. Ramondre Stevenson is your fifth. Amazing. Higgins, DJ Moore, Olave, Steph Diggs, Darnell Mooney, Cedric Tillman, Ray McLeod, and then Hunter Henry, Jawan Johnson, Terrence Ferguson. So definitely it's got a big old Rams Falcons stack working there. Herbert, Hampton. Do you get anybody else there? And then Darnold with Kenneth Walker, who catches more passes than people think, by the way. Yeah. Another one where every room feels solid, very correlated. Is running back room is ridiculous. Yeah, I absolutely like his team a lot. What do you think?
No, I mean, he did good. He waited on quarterback, and I'm sure he would have preferred May to fall right back to him. But I think that's three good starting quarterbacks, and the running back room is insanely good. He should always have his flex coming from there. But still, his receivers are super strong as well. I mean, Diggs is like his fourth or fifth, right?
Yeah. Fourth and Mooney fifth.
Fifth, and then still tell me. Yeah.
And this is why I like late round tight end, builds. I mean, he started with Henry, but Henry, John Johnson, Ferguson, I'm fine with that, so I like that a lot. And that's where, late round tight end can be so powerful. Okay, let's go to our guy, Mr. Mufasa, who said he got sniped at quarterback, but then became the sniper. 3-5-7-3 from the 8 spot. Jordan Love, Michael Penix, Geno Smith, James Cook, which is still strong quarterback room. He got third with having Penix and Love on the same bye. So I think that's smart. He got a third with Geno, but still a strong quarterback room considering he got sniped at QB a lot. James Cook, Caleb Johnson, Brian Robinson Jr., J.K. Dobbins, Justice Hill. I think that's good. Nico Collins, A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle, Jaden Reed, Trey Harris, Romeo Doubs, very, very strong receiver room. Zach Ertz, another late round tight end, but still, I'm fine with this. Zach Ertz, Elijah Arroyo, Theo Johnson. This is the power, again, of late round tight end. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, no, another one where he focused early running back and receiver, and then still got, 3 solid starting quarterbacks, 3 starting tight ends, So yeah, no, I think it's a really good. You know, that's the way you and I build a lot. As well, going like mid-tier quarterback, late round tight end.
I don't think Lego was in here, right?
I don't think he ever popped in with the comment, but
Okay.
sometimes he just watches.
All right. Well, let us know if you are in here, Lego. I'm going to do Hartman's team. And thank you again, everybody who joined us for the show, in the chat, in the draft. We appreciate you, and good luck. Only 3 of us will move on. So hopefully it is 3 of our group here. Let's check out Hartman's team. As he was drafting, it seemed super strong. Yep, 3-6-7-2 from the 12 at the turn. Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, JJ McCarthy. Gotta love that. Of course, he drafted Neil's guy and got him a good value too in the 130s. Derrick Henry, Travion Henderson, Ray Davis, Najee Harris, Tyler Algier, and Jarquez Hunter, who has got a big stand on. I love that running back room. ASB, T-Mac, Debo Samuel, Michael Pittman Jr., Keon Coleman, Alec Pierce, and Tesla, who you said had a good night tonight.
Yeah.
TJ Hawkinson and Mason Taylor. And I think stopping at 2 is totally fine with Hawkinson Taylor.
Yeah.
So I kind of like his build structure of the 3-6-7-2 there. I think he got some good values on quarterbacks, and obviously, some nice stacks too with obviously Hawkinson and JJ McCarthy, Goff, NASB, Daniels, and I believe Debo. So yeah, love it. Obviously very correlated. We know all these guys are sharp drafters, but obviously very correlated. Again, every room feels pretty strong, really strong. And yeah, I mean, that's a really strong quarterback.
Well, and that's one thing I like is he takes Jaden Daniels, but still takes 2 other quarterbacks mid-tier. They're well stacked up, but it's also it makes the Jaden team very unique. Also should help him in pushing through. And then if you do push through to the playoffs, like, if there's that week, I mean, last year, week 15, Goff was quarterback 2. Daniels had a great week, but Goff crushed him.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Absolutely. No, and that is the power of, still doing 3 quarterbacks, but still making it sense. And he got good value. I mean, to get like JJ McCarthy now in the 130s is awesome. So very good teams to Mr. Mufasa, Vaporware, Hartman. So, only 3 of us will move on. Hopefully it's, 3 of our 4 that do move on. So this has been fun. Again, we very much appreciate you guys for everything, watching, liking, subscribing, joining the drafts. It was 2 fun drafts, 2 fun Huskies with you. I'll be sure to label them right after, Steve. Don't worry. We had a super fun Best Ball Jeopardy before. Even with our tech issues, we still powered through. And a fun episode with Nez and Neil, 2 guys I love in this space. And Neil moves on. So stay tuned next week, next Wednesday, PPR Tyler versus Who Hames. Programming note tomorrow, I will be on with Pat from Fantasy Dog Pound, 8 p.m. Eastern. And Steve said he'll be doing 1 or 2 shows this weekend. So again, we keep it rolling with best ball shows almost every day. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. All right. We got a good night from our guys in the chat and draft there. Vaporware, Hartman, Hartman and our guy Neil, who again, massive win tonight for Neil, and excited to see him move on. Great stream indeed. So we appreciate all you guys. Steve, final thoughts.
Yeah, no, enjoyed our 2 drafts, and thank you first, great show from Neil and Nez, Jeopardy. And if those who came in later because they're watching the game, definitely check out the beginning of this stream that does include the Best Ball Jeopardy part.
It was a fun doubleheader. And
then we it's always fun to do the Sibling Showdown, but the 2 drafts, 2 Huskies, and really enjoyed how both teams turned out.
Yeah. Congrats to Neil from Mr. Mufasa. He says, thank you. Yeah. Good night to everybody. We appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Also, football is officially back.
Yeah.
Obviously best ball summer is in absolute full swing. We'll try to keep up with all the contests, but thank you guys again so much. For Steve, I'm Meg, and we will see you next time.